She's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter and a strange jacket round her waist. When she gets a bite, you better run, you better hide, better pull out, you're not worth the chase. Yeah, she might be pretty, but I promise it gets scary. Once she wants your daddy and she finds out where you live. Creeping in the shadows, eating poisoned apples. She's nothing like you ever seen. Her mood goes up and down and round, and ain't no telling what she might do next. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter, and she might just come for you. Should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter, and she might just come for you. She's a snake crawling, creeping on the floor. If you give her time of day, baby, that's your first mistake. She will swallow you whole, for you know you're controlled by a sweetheart criminal. Never thought that she's a itty bitty spider with an itty bitty letter. You should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with an itty bitty letter, and she might just come for. I will come for you. Ring the roses, the pocket full of poses, the tissue, we all fall down. Ring the roses, I'm watching, did you notice? I'm gonna miss you when you fall down. I'm like the plague, and maybe that's why everyone runs from me. But I'm not being vague, I'll sing you to sleep. Good night. Take your last breath. Cause once you see me, I'm like the black death. Yeah, I'm coming to get you. I've got my black eggs and no one's gonna bless you. Ring the roses, the pocket full of poses, the tissue, we all fall down. Ring the roses, I'm watching, did you notice? I'm gonna miss you when you fall down. No, there's no hero, and all the ones we lost no longer here. So waiting for your tears is just a fun talk. What's gonna stop your heart? I'm singing. Ring the roses, the pocket full of roses. We all fall down. Ring the roses, the pocket full of roses. I'm gonna miss you when you fall down. Take your last breath. Cause once you see me, I'm like the black death. Yeah, I'm coming to get you. I've got my black eggs and no one's gonna bless you. Ring the pocket full of roses. We all fall down. Ring the roses, the pocket full of roses. I'm gonna miss you when you fall down.
Good afternoon, everybody. How is everybody doing? Hopefully, the weather is treating you kind. I know that it's colder than I don't know what the dickens here in Chicagoland area. I am not home yet. Someone asked me if I was back in the Florida. I have two homes. I live here and in the state of Florida, half and half. So, anyways, hey Cash, how are you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you for a long time. It's good to see you. I hope life's treating you well. I hope you had a great Christmas and a happy new year. Yeah, I haven't been going live as much as I normally do because I've been spending time with my family. But I've been lurking in the bushes. I've been doing my thing, right? And I guess every dog has its day. Everybody's gonna say what they're gonna say on social media because that's their God-given right, isn't it? Everyone has an option to voice their opinion, no matter if it's good, bad, or ugly. Oh, Lord Jesus. So I was sitting in someone's chat and I'll pull it up here. We got to show it. We got to show it. First, let me say hi to everyone. Acadian, good to see you. H2, good to see you. Charles says, I'll continue to watch for your lives, but after yesterday's Psycho Show meltdown, I don't want to watch anything Whitaker again or even hear them mentioned. I can respect that. Hey, Chicky Chick. Hey, Henry. I don't know about this lady, but for Christ's sake, who was the woman with no teeth that jumped on panel? Henry, I don't know. Who that was. I didn't stick around for the whole show. Like I said, I've been busy spending time with friends, family, stuff like that. So I didn't get to watch the whole thing. But we're gonna go over a little bit of it. Bridge, it good to see you, Lady Love, Lady Love. Anne Marie, do not state that Eric paid the Whitakers. I don't know if you're saying she did not state that Eric paid the Whitakers or telling her not to. Lisa, missed you, lady. I missed you all too. I missed all of my friends and my phone. I've missed everybody. No teeth was scary as hell. Face in the phone. Oh my God. Beezer, good to see you. Carlotta, good to see you. MS, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. DMJ, good evening, everyone. Everyone have a great day with Lady K. Yes, Howard, thank you so much for stopping by. Marianne, hey, Lady K, mods and beautiful people. Good to see you. Bambi, Lily, good to see you. Poopsie. Terry said, are you home, Lady K? No. Acadian, hey. Lori, Bridget, Hummingbird, Poopsie, got to see you. Carol B, good to see you. Cash, who was Eric Carroll, the gentleman that went and filmed with the Whitaker family. It's sunny out, and that's good. Yeah, I mean, that's good, Lee. Lee's around the Chicagoland area, too. Let me tell you what, this weather has been kicking my tail. I'm telling you. But it is sunny. The sun does feel amazing. So stand in the sun a little bit if you're in the Chicagoland area. Gamer Girl, good to see you. Susan, good to see you. Cash, not so bad. Ups and downs like all. Hope you're good. Period. Yes, exercise. It does get a little weird, Cash. And I haven't been over in the other community, but it's good to see you, Cash. Always is. I have a little tickle in my throat. It feels so weird. Hey, Big Ugly. Good to see you. Cajun Girly, good to see you. Kim Glass. Auburn, good to see you. JP, good to see you. Wendy, good to see you. All right. So, Michelle Jones, good to see you. And hey, Facebook, good to see you. And Nazarene, good to see you. Happy New Year to you. So, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a few things. I was over in another chat that they were reviewing Toddy One Skip. Everyone knows probably of who this person is. His name is Evil Ghost. I've known Evil Ghost on from Ernie Shell content. If you know Ernie Shell, then you know that's been around a long time. Somebody had We get a lot of emails as content creators. Hey, can you tell us who this person is? Just like Toddy One Skip says, hey, I got some emails. Can you find out this? Well, we get the same type of emails. So apparently, I guess that Evil Ghost jumped into the chat, asked a question, and it went on and popping from there. He decided to review her and do content that is public content for our consumption. If it's on public platform, then it's for everyone to view. Okay. And I was in the chat. Well, there was a comment made, and we're going to go to it. Let me go to my shorts here. I am a mod over at Evil Ghost. Okay. So she came in the chat and said, well, can I at least have a link to defend myself. And of course, the way it works is if someone's going to talk about you, they'll give you a link and they'll drop the link and you can come up and defend yourself. I mean, that's a good content creator. If I'm going to sit here and talk smack about it, then, you should at least give the link to somebody, right? Well, he said, sure, I'll give you the link. Well, in the little short here, and people are like, why did you call Toddy a CU a cunt? I'll say it. I called her a cunt. I sure did. Then I got some emails, and I'll read the emails. I'm putting you on Front Street, Donna G. Donna G, I'm going to read the email that you sent me calling me white trash. Okay. But let me tell you, did you see what she had put about me and aggressive defiance? I'm not here to stand up for aggressive defiance. He's a grown man. Okay. He can defend his own damn self. All right. But let me pull this up to the screen. I try to play nice with people, but it's not a requirement. Okay. I try to play nice with people, but I want to make it very clear. New year, new me, maybe. Okay. Okay. New year, new me. How's my mom? My mom is doing good. Thank you for asking, Cash. A new year, maybe new me. All right. And if you decide that you want to call me white trash, call me it with a motherfucking miss in front of it. Okay. Call me Miss Motherfucking White Trash. All right, this is adult content. Anything that I say is from my observation of public videos. I'm going to ask you to do your due diligence and research everything that I say and verify yourself. I am human. I am subject to error. I can be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. Humans are wrong. There's not a perfect human out here, okay? And I'm going to ask you everything that I say. Research yourself and come up with your own conclusion. This is for entertainment purposes. Please read the description of this channel. All right? Thank you. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to play this for you. I clipped it. I'm a mod over at Evil Ghost. So when someone comes into the chat and they make an off the collar comment, we want to verify that it's actually the content creator that's making the off the collar comment. We can go to view profile, view page, view channel, and see if it is linked back to that said content creator. And it did. And I'll prove that to you now. Okay, let's watch. So right here, why don't you guys ask Steve for proof of him being in the hospital? And then it says through it, and I'll stop it. Hopefully I can stop it because this is a short. So as you've seen, it led back to Toddy One Skip on her larger channel with 19,000 subscribers, where she does Gypsy Rose content. And I wanted to prove it was her. There we go. Those are her videos. There we go. Live stream from Christmas. Her description.
For a link, where did you go? Did you bitch out? Did you go start your own stream? I'd love to restream you. That would be a good time as well.
So what it was said, what was said here was, why don't we ask for Lady K's background? Assuming that I have a background. Okay, assuming that I have a criminal record. So then we'll skip over to what she said today. All right. I don't know if it was a video or live. Someone put it up to me. And then I'll read Miss Donna G's email to me because I said the word cunt. Let me tell you what, I don't go real life on people. Let me make it very clear to you. I do not go real life on people. I don't give a damn if this lady has a past criminal history or not. I don't care if AD. I don't care if Kim Glass. I don't care if Gamer Girl, Big Ugly Cash. I don't give a flying rat's ass if anyone has a criminal past. That's not my business. I don't go real life on people. I go on what is public on the public platform. Their videos that they make, the words that come out of their mouth. Okay. And if I did have a criminal background, believe every fucking word of it, cunt. Okay. That'll tell you all you need to know about me. Saying that you're white trash because you said cunt. I did say cunt. The lady is threatening to go and pull up a criminal background that I do not have. Okay. Oh, I flew in on an airplane, robbed the bank while I was drunk. Well, listen to what she has. Is she talking about me in this? Is she defaming me? Is she defaming me? Do I need here you guys go. I think I need to take up money for an attorney. Okay, because I think that she's calling me a drunk. They've already said that I have a drinking problem. I don't drink. I think it's disgusting. I don't put that kind of stuff in my body, weirdo. Okay? So here we go. This is not my content. This is I wish I could skip content. All right? We'll speed it up here. And we'll get past the ding dong bullshit.
I've been making the rounds. I've been making the rounds on YouTube, and I'm not even getting any credit. I'm just getting bashed for it. So here's
And you're bashing me. You and your little BFF made a 55-minute video of bashing me. You and Elizabeth, you made a 55-minute video telling me that I have a mental issue, that I have a drinking problem, that I have all of these things, and I'm not allowed to clap back because if I do, then I'm white trash. I called you a cunt. I'm going to call you a hairy cunt now. Today, you're a hairy cunt. Okay?
what I want to say. So I have offered to talk to Evil Ghost, any of these channels that want to have a conversation with me instead of spreading lies about me. You know, I've offered. I'm not going to be yelled at. I'm not going to be cursed at. By the way, Lady K, 4-letter word, that's the best you got. You called me a C-U-N-T. I have a
Sure did. I sure did. Now listen to the words that are coming out of her mouth. Is this a threat? Are you going to threaten me and defame me in the same time? Ooh, I need some money. Everybody, give me money. I need an attorney. I'm suing her, right? That's what she says she's doing to everybody.
question. Why? Because I stood up for Kathy the same way I stood up for you when it came to Watson.
That wasn't the same situation, Toddy One Skip. He was attacking me because I told him to get his son and his son's phone number off the internet. Kathy decided to talk about a man's penis. Now, if AD just happened to talk about a woman's vagina, I would have a few things to say to him. I took a different road and said I'm not going to respond to either one of them. Okay, I'm not standing up for anyone. Grown people defend your own damn selves. Okay, but you decided that you wanted to push me, and then wanted me to give my response on it. Quit talking about other men's private areas, and then people won't clap back. Okay? Now, since you want to talk about penis and erectile dysfunction, we're talking about cunts. We're talking about hairy cunts. Okay?
Yet you co-signed the shit with Kathy. Why wouldn't I stand up for the same thing? It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. You talked about a man and his penis. If a man got up here and spoke about a woman's flapjack, you would be like, oh, I'm shooketh. Oh my God, how dare he talk about Kathy's vagina? Now, wouldn't ya? See, here's what you do, Toddy. You get out here and you speak politically correct on all things, okay? All things to make you sound like you're superior when I know what's in your closet, bitch. I know that you've been trying to make it famous for over 13 years of your life from writing books. Oh, yeah, writing books, making little skits and shit. You are a fucking failure. Can I ask you a question? Why did you have to come to your community and ask them to support you when you got fired from sleeping on the job? If you are so smart and educated woman and got life fucking figured out, where is your retirement fund? You're in your 60s, bitch. You got life figured out. You're the best of the best. And you have no money set aside in case of a situation that happens in your life. Oh, and you want me to believe any fucking thing. You're a broke hoe. You're a broke hairy cunt.
I don't know why I deserved that. But here's what I do know. I've never had calls about domestic violence. I've never had calls about what was it? Oh, it's like loud and obnoxious behavior, basically.
So is she saying that I've been arrested for loud and obnoxious behavior and that I have a DUI? I love this for you. I love this for you. I've never in my life got a TUI, a WD, whatever the fucking I's go with, okay? I don't drink. You want me to really bad, don't you? You want me to be something that you may have been, maybe allegedly, and you admit that you were an ex drug user. You say it right here. You want me to be all these things, and I'm simply not. It's fucking funny to me.
No DUIs, no DWIs, no drug charges. I've never had any charges thrown on me. I have done drugs when I was in my 20s.
Oh, you have? Oh, okay. So anyone that's done it in their 20s or have it's okay because you're in your 60s now. Bitch, I'm 51. If I have had anything done in my past, it's going to be speeding tickets whenever I was 19. Oh, fuck yeah, I love to race. I'm a racing damn fool. Duh. I've said this so many times. So let me tell you what. I do not have a criminal record like you think. You walking fucking hairy cunt. I
And
mean, we're allowed to say that, right? Because they talked about erectile dysfunction. We're allowed to say hairy cunt, right? That's what we get to say. We get to say those words, right? Because Kathy labeled an ED. She labeled a whole video about erectile dysfunction, and Toddy stands behind it. So we get to now say hairy cunts, right? It's been approved. It's YouTube approved.
I was very fortunate not to get caught. That's why when I worked in the jails, my attitude was very much that. The difference between me and a lot of the inmates were they got caught. I didn't get caught. So I've not been somebody to pass judgment on anybody.
She
But I've had
said
a lot
she
of
did it.
judgment passed on me.
She's just nickel slick and didn't get caught. She doesn't pass judgment on anyone. What the fuck are you doing to me, bitch? You think that I have DUIs, WIs, all the fucking eyes, and and I don't even know what you even say. Okay, like really, really, bitch.
Simply because I stand on a different side than other people. Not
But I stand on a different side than other people, and that's not okay.
because I had a relationship that lasted 8 years and because my wife was 12 years younger than me. Because if it was a guy, man, I'd be patted on the back and everything. Yeah, my wife and I were together for almost 8 years, right? And I left the jail because I didn't want to do that to my boss because I knew how my feelings were. So you could play this any which way you want, but I challenge you to show me proof that what I'm telling
You got a good name for yourself. One skip. You just keep skipping jobs, the jobs, the jobs. Quit, get fired. Quit, get fired. Boy, but you're the smartest tool in the shed, aren't you? I mean, we're gonna take advice from you, old lady with no fucking retirement fund. Living in an RV not because you're retired and that's what you and your husband or loved one has chose to do because that's part of your retirement goal, is because you fucking job hop. But we want to believe everything you have to say. Bitch, please. Don't fucking come for me, motherfucker. Okay, you hairy fucking cunt. Don't come for me, bitch. Don't come for me, bitch. Okay, because if you look at my past content, I will drag a motherfucking hairy cunt through the goddamn YouTube streets for hours, days on motherfucking end. But to get up here and defame me, I might slap a motherfucking lawsuit on your ass like you threaten everybody else. Okay? Is it lawsuit time? Is it lawsuit time? So then we have this. Then we have this beautiful thing. We're done with that fucking hairy cunt. So we'll add this to the stage. Okay. My word of the day, hairy. Yes, hairy cunt. Oh yeah, talk to those lawyers, right? I mean, I need to get one. I need to get one. So I didn't check my mail often because my email often because I'm busy living life with my family. I didn't spend the holidays alone. Hairy cunt. I have family. Okay, so 2 days ago, January the 2nd, at 11:42 p.m., up late thinking about my motherfucking ass and what I choose to say. Okay. Yeah, she admitted bringing things to the jail. Allegedly, is what she's saying. She didn't want to ruin her boss, Heard her boss. Says, I could not believe the comments you made in this live this evening. Vulgar, white trash mentality. Mrs. One of the fucking white trash to you. Okay. The hillbilly chick outright lied. And you did too. No one said anything about a dick. Paperwork states your diagnosis is a UTI. I ain't got no motherfucking UTI, bitch. So I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. All I know, you saw it. And he does is beg for money, uses sympathy to get money. You don't watch him enough to even see what he's doing. So do I watch him and I know about the dick and the paperwork, or I don't watch him enough? Which one the motherfucker is it, Donna G? Okay, you don't watch him enough to even see what he's doing. He consistently contradicts himself. The day before, AD got mad at Kathy because she called him ED. And many people commented he dropped the ball when Patrick came on the first time. So it was okay to call him erectile dysfunction. Okay. I myself said it. Well, good for you, Donna G. And you're calling me white trash? They started the cunt and the dick talk. I didn't. You don't. But let me tell you what, play fire with fire, right? Why does everyone hold me to a higher fucking standard when these bitches can talk about men's penises, and as soon as you turn it around about their hairy cunts, it's a big fucking problem over here. Get out of here with that double standard bullshit, politically correct motherfucking shit. Okay? He didn't have shit before the Whitakers. Go look after he threatened Kathy. Next day, he's in ER on live. It looked like he was doing it for sympathy because Kathy stated she was going to press charges. Anyway, not at all the person I thought you were. Don't ever hold me to a higher standard, motherfuckers. Expect the worst out of me, because then whenever I can't let you down. Expect me to be a raw dog motherfucker over here. New year, new me, bitches. Okay, you want to see me slang some shit? We're going to slang some shit over here this motherfucking year. All right. Hairy cunts and all. We're slinging peepees and hairy cunts, bitches. All right. All right. This is not for children. This is adult content only. Please refrain your children from listening. Thank you. Okay, it looked like he was doing it for simply because Kathy stated she was going to press charges. Anyway, you're not at all the person I thought you were. Thank God for that. God don't like ugly, and you should be ashamed. I'm not ashamed of a damn thing. Let me tell you that. Toddy had your back with Watson. Remember? Not really. She said one fucking thing about it, and that was it. Wham, motherfucking wham. Grow the fuck up. Welcome to goddamn the barrel of the beast on YouTube, motherfucker. How are you gonna... Wow, you are the people trying to represent the Whitakers. I'm not representing shit. I'm putting out what I want about the Whitakers, and when I don't, I don't. I don't resent a motherfucking thing. Not happening. And all of you are trash for real. Night, night. Donna G, that made my fucking day. And you're the bitch that told me to get a goddamn new microphone too. Who's the white petty motherfucker? Then get your motherfucking ass up here, Donna motherfucking G. And make sure you shave that hairy cunt first and come live. And you start saying what you fucking feel. You become a content creator. You, Toddy and Kathy, just suck each other's fucking nipples. I don't give a fuck what you do and what the fuck you say. How about that? How about that, bitch? Welcome back to the fucking Lady K channel, motherfuckers. If you think this is raw, go watch some of my Bullhorn Betty fucking shit, okay? I was being nice since I was covering the Whitakers. I was watching my language because I was covering the Whitaker family. And I was doing it because they get enough flack about the way they look, the way they talk, and the way they live. I thought I would try to do it with a little bit more class and respect, but fuck you, hairy cunts. You fucking titty lickers. Fuck off. Okay? I'll do me all the motherfucking time. And ain't a fucking thing you guys can say about it. Get over there sucking nipples. Nipple fucking suckers. My opinion. Right? So, I'm peachy. I got the phone with my friend. She just got home with the hospital and had pneumonia and has one lung. So please, yes, please pray for anyone that is sick or is having an issue right now. And let me tell you, I do believe in God. And God said, you got a filthy mouth and we're going to pray about it, honey. You'll get all right one day. All right? All right, he said you're gonna be all right. Well, she said I'm gonna be all right one day, and thank you one day. Okay, I'll be all right one day, but you know what? Don't hold me to any fucking standards over here. Please do not. You will be disappointed. I will say hairy cunt, hairy penis, hairy dick, hairy asshole. I will say all the fucking words. Okay? Yes, I will. Go watch my old content, motherfuckers. I may cuss. I'm known as the cusser with receipts. Hello? So we're gonna go over here. We're just gonna touch all bases today. So last night, AD had a stream, right? Do we need to take a breath? Do we need to, we need to do something real quick? Do we need to, get a palate cleanser? Let's have a palate cleanser. This is for you. This is for you, one skip.
Bok bok bitch.
Chickens are bitches. These are bitches, dude. Bok bok bitch. Oh. Oh. Bok bok bitch. These are bitches, dude. Chickens are bitches. Bok bok bitch.
Bok bok bitch.
Chickens are bitches. Sorry, uncle.
Bok bok, bitch. Okay. Oh Lord. Jenny said, "Let it fly." I'm like, I'm done being nice with motherfuckers. Okay, like here's the real me. Y'all must have me motherfucking confused with someone who gave a flying fuck. I don't give a fuck. Okay. You must have thought I was some other person. Do you guys not go watch their content before they started covering someone? Well, I highly suggest you do. Okay? I don't give a shit.
I see that now. I see
So
that.
this is not my content. This is the AD's content. All right. No one had ever mentioned anything bad about Ray, Lorraine, Timmy, Mark. Let's say may have described what they were like, but showed kindness. Do not twist Mark's words. Exactly. What this chick said, I'll play that shit motherfucking back, honey. That lady looked like the chick on the old SNL skit. Bok bok, bitch. Bok bok, bitch. Ah! Okay. Susan, oh no, you can. Oh, it probably showed me twice. Susan, become a new member. Thank you so much, Susan. And I think I missed something else. No, it was Susan. All right. Thank you, Susan, for becoming a new member. Welcome over here. When we start traveling, I'll do members only stuff again. So, if you're not a member, I would highly suggest you do it because we're traveling. So, salty sunflower. I mean, can you not salty sunflower? I mean, the name of my fucking thing. Oh, and you know what? They're still got their goddamn fucking pennies in a goddamn twist shoved up their goddamn hairy ass because I have a member level of $149. You fucking ain't right, and I might put this motherfucker behind the $149 damn paywall. And what you gonna do about it, motherfucker? You're gonna sit over there and cry the goddamn blues because you can't hear me call you a fucking hairy goddamn cunt, you little bitch. Shit. You better fuck around and find out. All right, here we go.
It's a lovely
Eric.
lady. She's not Eric, y'all.
No, I ain't Eric. I ain't.
Okay.
Well, how do I fix it so I can still see the chat? Because I don't see the chat.
I'm not sure. I'm never on that end. Maybe there's like a chat button or a comments button.
Yeah, I don't see it. I've never been on live.
Hold on, we'll bring her back up. She accidentally dropped off.
And I'm playing it all
Here,
the
you
way
just hit that
through.
link again, girlfriend. She does got balls.
I'm playing it all the way through for context. Hairy balls and hairy cunts always want content. Well, the context of it, you clipped it wrong. Oh no, we gonna listen to this motherfucker and all her glory. Okay, all your glory. And Marie Ann, whatever the fuck your name is.
Give it to her, bro. She got balls.
Are they hairy balls
I
though?
clicked on something. I don't know what I
You're
clicked
good.
on.
You're good. We'll bring you back.
We'll bring you back.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Okay, so now you got
YouTube
YouTube on.
in a different tab. So I'm echoing.
So, listen, I've been friends with Eric for almost 8 years. And everybody could tell I have an accent. I'm not from West Virginia. I'm not from Odd. I'm not even from Georgia. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but I happen to live in Arizona. And the way I became friends with Eric was through dad talk, through a bad dad situation with a friend. And he gave advice. He helped my friend, and my friend got his child. That's how I became friends with Eric. I know he's good people. I know he stands by what he does. His word is golden. He's not a scumbag person. He's not a person that does shit for money. He goes out of his.
He don't? Okay. He just out here doing God's work because he's the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was.
Talking many times. He goes out of his way many times. And then I thought it was crazy. All of a sudden, I knew the whole Whitaker story back from March. And I said, oh my God, worlds collide. Let me see what the hell Eric's doing with this Whitaker stuff.
Hey,
So
Cash.
I started following on with it right from the very beginning. But right away, I was texting Eric because things wasn't adding up to what they were showing as to what was happening. So right in the very beginning, we was catching Patrick in a lot of lies.
Okay.
So that tells me that he had people in the back. That tells me a lot. Eric Carroll had people that he was communicating before this shit even started, looking for issues, looking for problems, talking shit about people that live in odd West Virginia. Okay, these bitches here, these hairy cunts. Everyone's a hairy cunt today. Just get used to it. Hairy fucking cunt. Hairy cunt. Okay, should have named it hairy cunt. All right. So these bitches here, these hairy cunt bitches, decided that they were just going to start their own little chat with Harry Balls, Eric Carroll, and talk shit. Oh, okay. I see how it went.
Go ahead.
Okay, help me out. 'Cause I got an echo on your end. Do you have YouTube open somewhere else besides StreamYard?
No.
No, she doesn't live in odd.
Somehow we got
You know what? Wait a minute. Hold on
Okay,
one second.
okay.
I don't want to lose you, but hold on.
You're fine, baby. Do whatever you gotta do.
And there's so much feedback. The hairy cunt did have something on in the background, or there wouldn't be feedback. Okay, yes, you do, hairy cunt.
If you drop down, we'll get you back up. It sounds like you got it fit. Did sound like you.
All right.
It's too. Okay, someone asked you, what did you catch again?
Okay. So it first started, he told Eric to be somewhere. And when Eric got there, he was nowhere to be found. And Eric sitting around. This is the very, very beginning before he kind of even really knew Patrick. And he was sitting around, waiting. It was like 2 hours waiting on Eric. Eric waiting on Patrick. And I was joking around with him, and I called it crackhead time.
So I want you guys to read.
It turned around.
So what I want you guys to do is I have the closed captions on so we can read exactly what is being said here, okay? Because it's been said that she didn't say what she said. Harry Kant said she didn't say it. Okay.
Went back to the Airbnb and he met up with him later on. But it was just a joke that I had made to Eric about crackhead time. And
that tells me all I need to know about you too. Crackhead time. You don't know Patrick. I don't know Patrick. I don't know a Patrick. I don't like why. What makes you think you're on a fucking YouTube late at night, coughing and hacking like you got something fucking wrong with you, bitch, Harry Gunn. And you gonna get up here and act like you better than everybody. Bitch, please. You need to go get a goddamn shaved up around that hairy cunt. He might feel better.
I'm sorry, guys. Please forgive me.
You're fine. You're fine.
So it went on, a little bit went on. And then when the whole thing come up about the restraining order and Eric trying to set up the trust and whatnot, there was a time that Eric was on the phone and he could hear Patrick talking to Brandon about getting Betty out of the house. So when Eric got back to the house to try and get Betty to go to the attorney to set up the trust for the money, that's when everything was really hitting the fan. Because do or die, no matter how much Eric was trying to make everything legal and on the up and up, he was constantly getting pushback and fight from.
Let me ask you a question, Miss I Know Everything, Harry Cunt. Why didn't, since Eric has an LLC, why didn't he set up a form of correct payment through his LLC? Okay, see, you act like Mr. Harry Balls knows everything, don't you, Miss Harry Cunt? So, why didn't he have all this established before he started making a dime off the Whitakers? He has an LLC. He knows how business is going. Why didn't he have a baking, a savings, a checking set up for his LLC new employees to get paid? You never thought of that, did you, Harry Cunt?
Larry and Patrick. He didn't want there to be record, and he didn't want the money to be put away and directed into the trust.
Please hold while I fucking cough up a fucking dick hair. Thank you.
You might need to go to the doctor, sweetheart.
I just came home from the doctor. That's how I know.
And they said you had a dick hair caught in your throat. Okay, got it.
Flu really bad. I'm on like 4 different medications.
No, keep talking.
I'm gonna get ready to hear you.
So
You're good.
And like I said, I can't see the chat, so you'll have to. I don't.
Bitch, you couldn't see the fucking train if it smacked you across your goddamn fucking face. The shit you about to say, you get called Eric Cunt from what the fuck you about to say, bitch.
I don't know. Maybe say what other people are saying because I can't see it. I don't know how. I don't want to push any buttons to lose it, but that's just it. Like I said, Patrick was fighting every way, shape, or form to put this money into a legal process. And he was making Larry fight it as well.
Boy, you sound dumber than hell. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This is funny. This is good.
Eric didn't.
Do you think it was Pat's mom
that he wanted to keep the best interest of Larry doing it?
No, everything wanted to be kept under the table and off the books, more or less, you want to say.
It can't be off the books,
right?
Income.
And that's what was. See, here's another big thing. This was another goose chase that they sent Larry. That Larry sent Eric on. He made Eric.
I have no idea, Chicky Chick.
Security cards, birth certificates, this, that, and the other thing, telling them that the trio didn't have it, which was bullshit. They did have it. That's how they were collecting their.
She's speaking for or with or something about Eric Carroll. This is who he sticks out on Front Street to fucking represent his ass. As someone with a dick hair caught in her throat.
That's right.
And let me tell you, hey, dumb fuck. Let me tell you, they could have probably more than likely had birth certificates, social security cards, all that shit fucking 30, 40 years of fucking go, but it's probably been misplaced. So they need copies, C-O-P-I-E-S, copies, dirty cunt. Okay, Harry Cunt, they probably needed the copies to do any more formal paperwork. They need copies. Okay, you understand what that fucking means, moron, dirty fucking Harry Cunt? You're an idiot. You sound like a fucking train wreck up here.
So they were scamming Eric too. Why would they send in Eric on this?
There you go, Bambi.
Chase to go get their social security and birth certificates and everything? They've had them for years. That's how they were getting their ass.
There you go.
Yes, they did.
I mean, I don't know how to figure that out, though.
That's how they were getting their SSI.
No
I know,
shit,
but they've been
fucking.
getting their SSI for years.
No shit, Sherlock. But I've lost a few things along my way of living in life, honey. Especially that I have a fire. That should probably burn up in the fire, you walking fucking hairy cunt.
Years and years.
Yeah, and because they couldn't get their SSI. They didn't have those documents, hon.
I know that.
They had
I know.
security numbers and birth certificates.
Of course they did, but did they have them tangible? Did they have them in real fucking time in their fucking hands? Did they have access to them tangibly? We'll give you time to fucking cough up the dick here to figure it out, okay, bitch?
They were born in hospitals. They weren't born out in the fucking boondocks. Sorry for my language.
Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot of people I know that was born in the boondocks and they got more goddamn sense about them than you do, fucking dick hair caught in your fucking throat, bitch.
They weren't born out in the boondocks.
I get it. All right. I appreciate
I wanted to say that I'm not a Patrick side. I'm not an Eric side.
Oh, no, you're definitely sniffing fucking hairy balls. Oh, yeah, you are over there on Eric's side. Scratching motherfucking sniff, bitch. That's what you're doing over with the Eric fucking Carroll.
I'm on the trio side. And they would say,
You are not, because what's about to come out of your mouth, you would never say, you dirty fucking hairy cunt.
and they're in a safe place. And I'm sick and tired of everybody saying Eric destroyed a family. I'm sorry. A family would not make another family member live in their own increments and live the way they live.
Well, that's the wrong verb that you just used there, you walking freaking hairy cunt. All right. I'm glad that. Are you a specialist? Are you a psychologist? Are you any of the. What are you retired from, fucking hairy cunt? What did you do for a profession? I can tell you it's not social fucking work. And if it was, you probably got fired.
Eric saved them. I don't know why the system
I know, right?
ignored them
Increments.
for the many years that they did. But the only reason that Betty and Larry, or not so much Betty, God bless her heart, but Larry and BJ, because their meal ticket is gone. There's no freaks there anymore.
What did you just say? Let's go back to a second. What did you just say? What did you just say? But you didn't. Then let's do it again.
Because their meal ticket is gone. There's no freaks there anymore. They're just poor.
She didn't say that? Whoa, share this tab instead. What did she go over on Facebook and say? Oh, you know I got the receipts. I never said they were a freak show. When Mark found them, he billed them as a barking family. My point was no one wants to see Larry and Betty. Larry's mad at his money makers are gone now. Those assholes made it out I called them freaks. What?
White trash now. Gone hot. But Larry and BJ, because their meal ticket is gone. There's no freaks there anymore. They're just
What? Am I hearing the same thing you guys are hearing? Am I hearing what you guys are hearing from the hairy cunt? What? What? Did she say it or didn't she, folks? Did she say it or did she not say it? Eric called Timmy a cash cow. Let's not forget that. He sure did. Okay, let's keep listening.
just poor white trash now.
Wow. Wow. But you were all for it when Eric Carroll was there singing fucking Kumbaya with the Whitaker family, wasn't you? You weren't calling them fucking white trash then, was you? Dirty, hairy cunt. Probably smelly too, but I don't know. I wouldn't get that close to you.
You know what I'm saying? There's no barking people. There's no evidence of the incest. They're just poor white trash. And Larry,
Wow. And you guys are cool with this, right? Everything's good. And we like this lady. This lady is a stand-up citizen looking out for the Whitakers, right? Okay, let's go back to this. Share this tab instead. I never said they were a freak show. When Mark found them, he billed them as a barking family. My point was, no one wants to see Larry and Betty. Larry's made his money makers are gone now. Those assholes made it out that I called them freaks. I didn't. Then the two toothless dumbasses come in and don't let you speak. I wanted to defend my friend, but he is right when he says I ain't worth it. We know the truth. We can assume they all want. They look like assholes. I know who I am, and God knows the truth. These three are safe, period. AD thing living in shit and piss is normalcy. You, sir, are part of the huge fucking problem. You guys see this? Make sure you can see it. Clippers clip if you want. That's what she said. Did we not hear what she said? Okay, good. She needs to go to church with Dottie. One skip. Now, that's disgusting to me for that person to get up here and speak like that, in my opinion.
He is a junkie just like his daughter. I'll
We
tell
gotta
you.
have proof on that, though.
Where's the money? Where's the 100,000? Over 100,000 they got from Mark.
That's the same thing we've all said, though.
Larry is
We've
a
all
junkie just like his daughter. I will tell you that it was seen and it was evidence. Eric didn't just pick up and leave because they didn't throw BJ out.
And then Elizabeth comes up there and says her piece. Okay. She slandered elderly and disabled and then lied that she didn't. Absolutely. So somebody wanted me to read this. Okay. And I said that I would. So let me go through here and find it. What someone wanted me to read. Let me see. Okay. Let me go up. Give me 1 second. Calling someone white trash is considered a derogatory and offensive term rooted in both classism and racism. The phrase is used to demean poor, uneducated, or uncivilized white individuals and is often used interchangeably with insults like redneck or trailer trash. Key points regarding the term. Classist insult, the primary function of the term is so significantly lower social and economical class within the white population, implying a lack of manners, education, or morality. Historical origins. The concept dates back to British times where the idle poor were referred to as waste people and sent to the New World. The term white trash first appeared in print in the 1820s. Stereotypes. The term reinforces stereotypes about poor white people and by extension can reinforce notions of white supremacy by implying that people of color are trash by default. The logic meaning that if white needs a modifier to be an insult, then being non-white is automatically assumed to be on that lower level. Offensive nature, while some people may use our own term casually, it's widely recognized as demeaning slur, similar to other racial and class-based insults. Many sources argue for its complete removal from common language due to its harmful implications. So, ma'am, before you get up here and call somebody that you do not know about their lifestyle, really know about them, and start to call them white trash, to call them a freak show, you said it out of your mouth. Okay? You said it. Then you, to me, are a hairy cunt. And until you get up here and apologize for the words that I just played coming out of your own mouth, you will be referred to as hairy cunt. All right. And if you decide to call me white trash, please do. That's fine. I don't find it disrespectful. I find it fucking don't fuck with me because I'm white trash. I'll fucking at the bottom of the goddamn barrel to prove a point. But I expect you to use Miss White Trash when you refer to me, fucking dirty cunt. Okay? That's what I expect. All right? Don't. It's disgusting. You're disgusting. And I would not expect anything less than to get up here and say, I'm here to represent or speak for Eric Carroll. I wouldn't expect anything like it because you want me to tell you something, son of a preacher man. You're fucking white trash too, Eric Carroll. You sweat like a goddamn fucking hyena. Okay? You're disgusting. In my opinion, from my public viewing of your public fucking videos, you're disgusting. She goes on to say that Eric Carroll has paid the Whitakers. That's a lie. Because as we know, Eric Carroll came onto a live stream on Facebook and said that his attorney was reaching out to the Whitaker family to make a settlement. So how can, and she said this happened in October. Well, in my motherfucking life, Thanksgiving is in no fucking November. Okay? Yes, and you wear fucking cheap hair, fucking gel, bitch. Okay, can you get the goddamn perm any fucking tighter? That's probably what's wrong with you. Your fucking curls are too goddamn tight, hairy cunt. Okay? So, you don't know too much about much, do you, hairy cunt?
Bro,
no offense. And I have
Alright,
never been this mean. Girl, get the fuck off the stage. If you ever call
their show anymore.
So
They
you-
no longer have what everyone wants to see. They're just normal white trash now.
I cannot believe she did that. That shit is fucking mind-blowing to me. You make my day, Lady K. Keep me in yourself and brutally honest. I respect that more than lies. Amen. I am who I am. I tried to play it with softer gloves covering the Whitaker content just because of people like this. And I wanted to walk with a little bit more respect. But let me tell you what, I don't give a fuck. I come from the drama community. I will drag a motherfucking hairy cunt for days, for hours, okay, and enjoy every fucking bit of it. Y'all must have got me wrong, honey. Y'all motherfucking got me wrong, okay? Please don't expect nothing out of me. Expect the worst out of me. Expect the filthiest, most vile shit to come out of my mouth. Because I'm on the fucking social media and this is where I get to voice my goddamn opinion. And I'm not always going to be politically correct, more than motherfucking not. Okay? I will not always be politically correct. I will voice my fucking opinion. I will say the word dirty cunt, hairy fucking balls, smelly fucking ass. That's what I do. Okay, it's my prerogative, my fucking opinion. And if you don't like it, you can exit motherfucking left. You can exit motherfucking right. I don't give a fuck. Just do not tell me when you depart because this isn't a fucking airport. Just get the fuck out. All right? I don't give a shit. I do not pay my bills with this fucking money. I do it for entertainment to cuss, spit, yell, and scream. That's why I have a fucking YouTube channel. No other reason, not to make you happy. Not to make anybody to make everyone piss the fuck off. All right, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit looking like a goddamn dirty fucking cunt, tiny one skip on the right. This chick here look like a dirty motherfucking Lord Jesus. We got one skips coming out of everywhere. Shit.
Really?
It's just too much. Let me see if I can drop you that and you come back up.
So this stuff kind of continues, right? And then
Just on Thanksgiving, saying that
There was a letter that was made.
Didn't she just say below in the comment fucking section that she got information from him, from his mouth, that they were paid? That's what she said in the comment section.
From
So you're
his
a lying
mouth.
ass
No, I
fucking
did
bitch.
not.
Shut the
she said from a resource. So everything that this woman says is nothing but the lie. Liar, dirty cunt liar. Yes, hey Facebook. And I know you're on Facebook because you were over there in another chat that I just showed. Don't fuck off. Don't come in here. Don't ever fucking try to come up me because you know what? I don't allow dirty cunts on my fucking panel. Sorry. Sorry. You got to douche that shit. You got to have a fucking high and tight. Your cunt has got to be a high and tight and well maintained to get up on my fucking panel. Okay? I'm just saying. Oh, yeah, she's a fucking oh Lord, she's simply a fucking fan of Eric fucking Carroll. That's all she is.
Fuck up,
Roll
bitch.
the fuck
Everything you
back
say from
because
now
I did
on
not
is a
say it.
motherfucking lie. Let me tell you this right now.
Roll the
In the
fuck
comment
back.
section, you were talking all this other fucking big shit, and now you're fucking up here. You ain't shit, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Sit the
She sure ain't, she ain't shit. She ain't shit. She ain't shit. She got her hair a little bit too motherfucking tight though. Let me tell you that. That shit played out fucking many years ago, honey. All right, take your ass. That what the problem is she over there in Arizona. That goddamn sun done fried her fucking brain. Might want to look at the T noses again. I'm just saying. Runaway truth. Oh Lord, they done got me. Back to the old me, okay, and that's a shame too. I was thought I was over here doing so good, not cussing and spitting and carry on. Lord Jesus, welcome back.
I think we're
we don't give a
wasting
fuck
our
if you're from
time, man.
Brooklyn,
They were
New York.
paid
We don't give
from
a
the
fuck if
day
you're
they
from the fucking
started
Bronx. We
filming
don't give a fuck
They were
where you're
not.
from.
Let me tell you something right now, from my own information. The Tony Home price. Get that, Terry. Terry said the Tony. You know when that damn hairy cunt of hers ain't that fucking tight. You know that. That shit. Right? That perm went straight to her head. Fangirl never expected this blowback, and it's just beginning, honey. We're gonna make you YouTube famous. Don't worry. You wrote a check your ass can't cash, honey. Okay, you're now YouTuber. She's my thumbnail, everything. All right, we're like, here comes the hairy cunt. Here come the hairy cunt. Here come the hairy cunt. Hey, I think it's fair game. If they could talk about erectile dysfunction and people's penises, we can talk about hairy cunts. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Why not? What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
They started filming with.
And let me tell you, I do not represent the Whitaker family. I do not. I do not. I am not a representative. I am a freaking shit talking 51-year-old lady on YouTube. That's all I am. Don't expect anything else out of me. Expect me to cuss, spit, and carry on. Expect that every day.
You ain't shit. Shut
Any
up.
money that was paid
All right?
after
Thank you.
they started
You got it from the
filming
video where
Brian.
everybody else was getting their information. You ain't coming with nothing new.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. She had nothing new. She had nothing new. She, as she sits in her basement, but a light bulb, right? Oh my God. I'm telling you, I'm like, who is this chick? This is who Eric Carroll says, yeah, get up on that and talk for me. I'm like, you don't even have anything fucking fact checked. You don't, nothing you're saying even makes a damn bit of sense because we can go, yes, Justin Jr., exactly. We can go through and debunk everything that you say. He said in November that his attorneys reached out to make some sort of deal. The deal that was in November. She said in October that Eric paid them every time. Paid him. No, you didn't. And also, um, what Big Ugly Henson had mentioned yesterday is the truth. We're gonna watch that too. Just curious, is this bitch a muff diver too? Jenny, I have no idea. Okay, she may like hairy cunts. I don't know. I really don't know. She may. She is probably the basement because she got kicked off TikTok live. Her husband asked her what the fuck she was doing. That's there that could be allegedly. We don't know, do we? That could be. This is Eric, spokesperson says everything we need to know. Exactly. We're like, oh, you don't say. You don't say. So we're gonna jump over here now to Big Ugly Henson so we can see his video that he made. Because they're, ooh, there we go. Big Ugly Henson. All right. Let me pull this up here. And then we'll watch the one from last night. Add it. Share screen. She might have. Didn't the toddler say that? Didn't the first Harry cunt say that? I don't know. I did try to say Eric had paid them at one point. Is this toddler regurgitated? Seriously asking. Didn't one's T1 say that? She might have. I don't know. Doesn't look good for Eric. I'm telling you, I would have to say out of school a week and cry when mama would give me a Tony perm. Right? This lady said she's standing in line for the Tony perms, okay? All right, so here's Big Ugly Henson. We'll turn it up just a little bit. Fast speed. So we got people over here representing or standing with Eric Carroll that calls the Whitaker family white trash, freaks, inbred. That's so nice of you. You know what I'm saying? Good for you, Harry Cunt and Harry Ball Eric. I say ball because you probably are missing one. I mean, I don't know that to be true. I just heard through the grapevine, someone emailed me and said that you are lacking a ball. So I'm going to have to call you Harry Ball. Not balls, just Harry Ball. Damn it, Eric.
I'm the Big Ugly Henson, the Henson Creek Outlaw King. Now, old Big Ugly, been up all night wrecking my brain because all of a sudden, 3 weeks ago, y'all didn't know who I was. Nobody had a clue who I was until I started asking questions.
They look like relatives, yeah.
I started putting my skills to use. And 3 weeks ago, after I exposed Justin Morris and Toddy One Skip, that should have been the end of it. But no, it wasn't. Justin Morris, he instead, 3 weeks ago, he started threatening me and harassing me and stalking me. And I got thinking, what's happened? What's changed 3 weeks ago? That all of a sudden people are wanting to know who I am. Because Toddy One Skip, you know, you made a point to let everybody know I'm a nobody. Made fun of my little subscriber count. And then you found out real quick.
Exactly.
You and Justin Morris both. I'm not out for myself. I'm not out to bolster my subscriptions. I'm out for the truth. Now, 3 weeks ago, it dawned on me. 3 weeks ago, it's funny, 3 weeks ago, that's when the Whitaker family YouTube channel went down, wasn't it? 3 weeks ago, I was asking questions. And I asked questions to everybody respectfully, and I got answers, and I got to looking through my notes. And two people that I reached out to, Toddy One Skip and Justin Morris, wanting to expose an outlaw. I'm an outlaw, Toddy One Skip, Justin Morris. You can't expose me. I'm already telling you, I'm an outlaw. I don't play by your rules. I play by my own. You do not scare me. You all do not threaten me. And then I got these other messages saying, oh, we're going to open up an investigation on you. We're going to check into you. We'll investigate into me. They've been investigating into me all my life. I'm not fearing any consequences like some people. Now, let's go back. What happened 3 weeks ago? Eric Carroll, you went before Judge Kirby, not in person, but on a Skype call. Eric Carroll, you got caught lying to that judge too, Judge Kirby, didn't you? Not only did you get caught lying, but we found out in court that you were able to pay yourself out of the Whitaker money.
So what he's saying here, as from my information, who I get information from, this is the truth. Eric Carroll lied and was asked again, are you sure about that, Mr. Eric? Yeah, then he decided to answer it truthfully. All right. He paid him. Listen to what was said. He paid himself, but didn't pay the Whitakers. Okay. And people are asking for the court documents. You will not find the court documents because the three are in adult protective services. Think about what that means. That means that the information will not be made public because they are in adult protective. Can we all say protective together? Protective. Okay. So that's it. That's all. You're not going to have access to the court records. Oh, you're just not. I'm not a content creator and do not want to be. I'm 63. I take care of my significant other with dementia and Alzheimer's is some information that I thought would be really good. I'm trying to get it to you. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this. Thank you. You're fine. You're fine. And let me make something very, very clear. I may not be the content for everyone, and that's okay. I may not be everybody's cup of tea. Find your cup of tea and sip on it. Enjoy every. Me know that I'm not your cup of tea. I don't fucking care. Have to lie down where with my wireless mouse for emojis, but I have to put keyboard away. Pain. Talk to you. Thanks for coming in, Runaway Truth. They're protected from people like these assholes. Exactly. And they're not going to have any of the court documents out for public viewing. They're just not. Bonnie's journey. Someone was at the courthouse, perhaps. Exactly. Someone could have been at the courthouse. Maybe somebody was at the courthouse. You know? Runaway Truth, get to feeling better, honey. Maybe someone was there at the courthouse. Am I going to say who? No, I'm not going to say who. Am I going to say how they got there? No, I'm not going to. It could have been me at the courthouse. You never know when I might pop up. Okay, I'm a retired person. All right. Maybe, perhaps it could have been. All right. So just think about that, folks. Lady K is not cup of tea, but she is my cup of coffee, right? Seriously. Yeah, or your cup of coffee with a little cream. I like a little hazelnut in mine, but it's all right. Yes, please feel better. And I'm going to, and it could have been flies. It could have been Terry. It could have been flies. It could have been Nightbot. It could have been anybody that showed up to the courthouse. It could have been Chicky. It could have been multiple different people that ear hustled at the courthouse. It could have been anybody in this chat that ear hustled. You don't know where everybody lives. You don't know if they're going to go to the court date, if they got tipped off when the court date was and decided to go. You don't know. Very strange, right? Everyone that has information, that says they have information, sure don't have information. Okay, they come over and listen to our information because we have the information. Yes, Poopsie, it was Nightbot. It just showed up. Nightbot is everywhere. He absolutely is on multiple streams. So it was heard that, and he got reprimanded. Okay, let me tell you that he got reprimanded for lying. Okay, you can't get up here and act like you're nickel slick when you don't have two nickels to rub together, Eric fucking Carroll. A woman named Jackie Carroll told me. Well, there you go. Big Ugly Henson is saying that a woman named Jackie Carroll told him. I don't know who Jackie is. Same name as Eric Carroll. I don't. Did she say? Could you please confirm if Eric Carroll has one ball or two? We are wanting to know if we're working a man with two balls or just one ball. Okay, because that's what we do over here in this community. We talk about people's erectile dysfunctions. We talk about people's dirty cunts, and we talk about hairless balls. So Tina is his wife. Yeah, I don't know Tina, Jackie. I don't know anyone. I thought Eric Carroll was a truthful man. Not. I think that. Hey, Jake. Um, Runaway truth. I think that people get some information And they add to it. My information is just to try to help Betty by using something called a lifetime diary. It was wanting to try to explain it to Elizabeth. Okay, got you, Larna. If they really cared about these people, they'd be happy to hear info instead of being jealous. They have to hear it somewhere else. It says a lot of these trash bags. Absolutely, Chicky. And jealousy is an ugly thing. They've come for me. They've now even saying that I have a DUI. What are you talking about? A Jackie Carroll called me and told me about court and other information. Okay, got you, big ugly Henson. So, Jackie Carroll called him and told him about court and other information. There you go. So that's how Big Ugly got his information. Any man that runs that fast can't have a full set. Terry, I'm thinking that we're, one shy of two. We got one we're working with. Now, I wonder if Jackie can confirm that. I'm being funny. I know. I think Jackie is his ex-wife. Interesting. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know any of his ex-wives, his current wife's name. I don't know any of that because I haven't really looked that far into Eric and his past with who he's putting his balls on and who he's not. And no one contacted me except to tell me what the email that I read you, right? So let's continue.
But you ain't paid the Whitakers. I don't think Judge Kirby liked that very well to you. I don't think that court date went the way you thought it was going to go. I think that your lies are catching up to you, Eric Carroll. And I think your minions, Justin Morris and Toddy One-Skip, probably unknowingly because Toddy One-Skip ain't that smart. Folks, when you ask the right question to the right people and you get honest answers, you get to the bottom of things real quick. Eric Carroll, 3 weeks ago, you went to court. You got found out. Now you're panicking. You're putting out all you can on that Facebook trying to gather up all the acres of money you can get for what's going to ahead of you, don't you?
And I believe that there's probably some truth to that, right? Uniball. We're going to call him Uniball. Eric tucked tail and hide. He hasn't even dared to do the kind of right. No. I'm late, but I'll go back and catch up. Hi, Lila. It's good to see you. Angel, good to see you. That is funny. What did it say? People know real info. They shouldn't even tell people they know it. Just keep your mouth shut at this point. Reminds me of my kids saying, I know something you don't. Exactly. And that's why I don't get up here and say, well, I know, but I just can't tell you. I keep my mouth shut because I've been asked to keep certain things quiet. I don't get up here and say, well, I know what I know, but I can't tell you guys. That to me is just like, it's not very good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Well, if I can come out here and say it, then I will say things. At the end of this, once the court's court, the APS, no matter the way it turns out, I'll show you guys the things that I have. I absolutely will. I'm not telling you right now what I have. I may have nothing and I may have a lot. You'll have to stick around and watch. Okay. But I made a commitment to someone and I am a person. I have a clean cut cunt. Okay, I'm clean cut cunt. And if I say something, I'm going to make sure that I do it. All right? Oh my goodness. But Eric didn't need the money. He was there to help. Exactly. But Eric didn't need the money. And that's why we heard him get up there and say, oh, I only came here with $100, but I don't need money. Hey, I need some help paying for an Airbnb. But, he was out here doing everything, right? Out of his pocket, but constantly telling the fan base that was watching the Whitaker content how broke he was. Make that shit make sense. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, Chicky, yep. Exactly with this $100 in his pocket, right? $100 guy. $100 guy. He's only got $100. Now, why would he travel with only $100? Why? Because he knew he could get money from the community. That's what he knew, in my opinion, from my observation of public videos. He knew exactly what he could do. He knew exactly that he could get up there and say, oh, I need a place to stay, or I need to extend my stay. I need Airbnb money. And people would give it to him because they wanted Whitaker content. Plus, you make sure it's the truth. I'm not going to say something and 10 toes down on it unless I can bring an actual receipt, not a made up receipt, an actual receipt, because I'm could be just like anybody else, you know, and talking shit. Yep. Here comes Eric with his pecker in his hand, and he's a one ball man, and he's off to the rodeo. Yes, Jenny. That's funny. Tugging on heartstrings. Exactly, Jake. He's tugging on heartstrings and acting like he's out here doing God's work, son of a preacher man. And they gave him the money because remember, he came to help the Whitaker. He came to help a family. He came to help make content with $100 in his pocket. You guys, do you guys travel with $100 bill in your pocket only? Think about that. YouTube pays you to travel and around to and from content. Yeah, I mean, it paid him. It don't pay me. Okay, it don't pay me. Yeah, he knew. He knew that he could get up there and give a sad story and all that, and people would pay him. Well, damn, I gotta go for now. Bummer. Please don't put behind him. I won't. I'm just teasing Marianne. But they act like they're new to this. They must be new to this game about putting shit behind a paywall. That's what people do over here. To piss other people off. To piss old dirty cunts off. To piss old hairy cunts off. We put our shit behind paywalls. He just want anything to his bank account, in my opinion, because it might be the red. He would not have made it to West Virginia on only $100 in his big truck, right? You know, he said he had $100. He said, I came here to help the Whitaker family with $100. I need Airbnb. That was insanity. What if I told you guys I got on the road and said, okay, I want to go see my family. I have $100. I get to like Tennessee and say, oh no, I'm out of money. I need an Airbnb, and then have like totally cry about everything. And you guys, why would I even leave my house if I couldn't go on a vacation? Like, why would I even do that? It's so weird. Like, normal people don't do that shit. He played me like a fiddle until a wise woman opened up my eyes to the truth. Howard, but you guys don't feel bad about it because people want to see the good in somebody. People want to be part of something positive, and they wanted to support a positive movement. Don't feel bad about helping, okay? I wouldn't feel bad about helping. I'd imagine he has some things being drafted out. Also, he has a phone. How can he not get to his money, right? I'd imagine he has something. Okay, how can he? Right, a lot, a lot to cover. Yeah, I think Elizabeth might be a little bit behind, but yeah, there'll be a lot to cover once this is all over and done with, and we line it out, and we can. You guys know me. I'll timeline it out and go from this is what this person said during this time, and this is why I said what I said. Oh, it'll be an interesting thing to stick around and watch. It takes me 7 hours to get home in my SUV. I have to get gas twice. His was 10 hours in a V8, right, Poopsie? He asked his F before coming to. Yes, he did. It was a video over on Dad Talks. You guys go find it. Do your own research. Everything I say is my opinion based on public information. Okay, there is a video over on Dad Talk saying that he's going to make easy money, that he really enjoys Dad Talks, but it's just not paying the bills. He's going to the Whitakers and he's going to make some money. I'm paraphrasing, but please, guys, go over there and find it, and please do your own research on that. Okay, it means more if you go look at it and do it yourself, not just take my word on it. Anything that I tell you guys, please go research and find it. Okay, I was told to call her Jackie, but her name was Tina. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know any of Eric's ex-wives. I do know a baby mama. I know of her. I don't know her. I know of her name. and I watch the things she puts out on Facebook. It's very interesting. It's very telling, and she's been doing it for a long time. She got years and years and years of information on Mr. Carroll from her point of view, what has happened to her through having a child with Mr. Carroll. Very interesting. I think he removed them all. I didn't see any on YouTube. Well, let's go look real quick. We can go look. Let's go look. It was on Dad's Talk, Dad Talks. And I think I have it in it. One of my, if we really want it, I can find it because I have it. A lot of this stuff in my playlist that I have. Oh, it's right here, I think. I'm going to bring this up and we're going to listen to this. Eric just posted. Oh, did he? Let's go look. If you guys hear that sound, sorry. Oh, about this. Is it about CPS? Yeah. Well, it's not. It says, my wife just sent me this picture of these guys in my hometown. Two dads standing out with one sign that says CPS is a broken system and another that says all fathers are not deadbeats. Breaks my heart that anyone would even have to put out a sign like that. But there's a story here. If anybody knows these two guys, please. Oh, no, do not send them their way. Don't do that. Oh, wow. You guys want to see it? Let me show it to you. Oh, wow. Please do not. So here it is. So here's what it says. The Amish leader they met was his son, Sam Mast. He still has reels on Eric Carroll page of the film. I bet he does. He needs money. Oh yeah, absolutely does. So he's trying to get a hold of them two people. Oh my God, please don't do that. So here's the video. Share this instead. So here's the video.
The Whitakers go with them. They've never seen a concert, man. They love getting out and just getting to do these things. You know, I took them to the movies for the first time. A lot of first. Yeah, I was there, and they just love being able to meet people. But anyway, make a long story short, he goes to this festival, and I guess they're riding ATVs and four wheelers and side by sides, and Patrick flipped it. He flipped the side by side. I would love to tell you, I'm shocked that happened. I'm really not. Yeah. I've been in the truck with him, especially going through those windy roads in West Virginia. You better calm down there, you little whippersnapper. You're not so young anymore. But it flipped over and it was on top of his leg. Oh. And so at some point he asked a guy, hey man, you got to get this off of me. So imagine this, guys. I'm going to give you the mental image.
I don't know.
Laying on the ground, the side by side is on top of him. The guy goes.
Let me go back and see if there's another one. I think it was in a community post. Hang on. Wasn't it in a community post that he had posted, guys? About money 6 days ago, 2 months ago. So I thought it was. I thought it was. Well, let's just watch this. I thought it was like a post or something. I'll have to go back through my old videos and look because I clearly remember him stating on one of his lives or here, we'll go ahead and watch this.
And
though.
he let the Whitakers go with them. They've never seen a concert, man. They love getting out and just getting to do these things. I took them to the movies for the first time. A lot of first.
Yeah,
I was there, and they just love being able to meet people. But anyway, make a long story short, he goes
Yeah.
to this festival, and I guess they're riding ATVs and 4-wheelers and side by sides.
Do we remember where that was? Because he clearly asked. I'm glad you guys remember that because I remember it. I remember it. He was 100% asking for that. He definitely was. Yes, it was him, Motorboat, and can't remember the other guy's name. Okay. Maybe Hillbilly. Thanksgiving Live is where he talks about the money. Right. Eric hadn't worked since 2020 and he doesn't make enough online to pay his bills, he said. Right. Right. I remember that too, Nazarene, that he was asking for it. I think I seen it on, I want to Sarah Little's post. Yeah, that's a good place to look at it too. I might have to do some digging and do another live stream about it, right? I can do some more digging because I know I seen it, but I hate to like say for a fact unless I can prove it to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, here it is. And I think I shared it before on a video, right? It'd be interesting to do a members only and go through the old videos that I have, right? They've sat now for a couple weeks, 3 weeks or so. And, we may have to revisit some of the ones we did with the Amish. We might have to. Hey, Wise Angel. Those are some good lives.
Flipped it. He flipped the side by side.
But I think we're going to watch this just in case it gets taken down. So we'll have it on record. Okay. I'm going to let this play. We're going to let it play on just so we can have it. It's on 1.5, but we're going to let this play because we may need it in the future. Right.
I'd love to tell you I'm shocked that happened. I'm really not.
Yeah.
I've been in the truck with him, especially going through those windy roads in West Virginia. You better calm down there, you little whippersnapper. You're not so young anymore. But it flipped over and it was on top of his leg.
Oh.
And so at some point he asked a guy, "Hey man, you got to get this off of me." So imagine this, guys. I'm going to give you the mental image. Patrick's laying on the ground. The side by side is on top of him. The guy goes.
But remember, old girl, Harry Cunt was on AD's last night and was stating about how he suspected everything. He's up here talking about Patrick like he's this is what happened to him, this and that, like they're BFFs.
And then it slips out of his hand.
Oh.
So he's got it a good bit up. It slips out of his hand. It's right on Patrick's shin, and I can just see that mental image of Patrick. When his leg just snaps. My leg just broke.
My leg broke.
Yeah, he said he started, and like Patrick was already having problems with his blood pressure. He's been having some really high blood pressure, as have I. Stress level has been through the roof. We've had a lot going on, guys. A lot of people trying to reach out. It's been a lot. But he almost had to get a heart monitor put on just the week before that because his blood pressure was so bad. And then all of a sudden his leg gets snapped, and he said his blood pressure and everything just went to the roof. Anxiety attack. Called his mom and was like, "Hey, this is what's going on." Yeah, dude.
Good thing. Oh, God.
Oh. So
that's a flesh wound.
And so one of the less talked about things is he's also got 3 broken ribs.
Oh.
That's just like another thing. He's just like, "Oh yeah, I got broken ribs too." He's worried about that shin. And so it has been replaced with titanium.
Okay. Ooh, Wolverine.
And so I'm from Georgia, so I've been making that 20-hour round trip to West Virginia. I've done it twice, and I get as much content as I can. And the rest of the time, Patrick's, doing the videos with Timmy and stuff. And now he can't. And then we got all these people wanting Whitaker content, and I've got dad talk.
Right.
My plate's full. So it's an interesting time to say the least, but we're going to do the best that we can. That's why we're live today. I can make some content. If you guys got any questions, whether it's Whitaker's, dad talk, bring them in here. And in between that, me and this guy are just going to have fun and do what we do. So, a lot of times with dad talk, we're talking about father's rights, and we can talk about that some too. There's not much we can talk about on that subject that we haven't ad nauseum. I just want this to be fun. There is something with dad talk I want to talk about right now. The guy doesn't know I'm going to do it, but this just touched my heart so much. I got to get through a couple of messages this week. I know I at least got 10,000 unanswered emails right now. I'm not even joking you. 10,000 at least, because it's been building up I'm like 3 years behind on emails.
Right.
We just can't do
Control delete.
I mean, it sucks because I want to read every one of them.
Oh yeah.
There was one that came in this week I got to catch, and it was a guy that had heard about me needing some people to join Dad Talk to help with fundraising and stuff.
Ooh.
Because yeah, but the story is going to touch your heart, dude.
Okay.
So with the fundraising, I've got several projects going on right now that I need to get completed that I already started on. I got the documentary about Jeff Younger, who's been fighting for around 7-8 years now, guys, to make sure that his son does not get a surgery to turn him into a girl. He's been fighting against this since James was 7. James is now 12.
You'll have to go back and watch.
Jeff has spent $1.5 million.
Watch it.
Being turned into a girl. They do have his son, we know, on puberty blockers, which means he will not experience puberty. And that just hits under my skin so bad, dude. And as of not long ago, Jeff got a letter in the mail saying that James will no longer be James, the girl name, but Jeff's not even allowed to know what that name's going to be. Jeff has lost all rights to both of his kids. There's twin brothers,
Jude,
James and Jude. And Jeff, because he doesn't want his son to be turned into a girl, has lost all rights to the kids. Not allowed to see them, not allowed to talk to them. The only time he was allowed to see them, he had a few times they gave him supervised visitation where he was forced to pay big money to go sit in this place with a third party while his son comes in a dress, and he's not allowed to call his son James. And he has to affirm him as a girl, or he's going to lose all of his rights. It was a trap.
Right.
Basically, we're telling you, oh, this is how you spend time with your son, and you don't want to take it. You don't want to take. No, he doesn't get to spend time with his son. It's a trap.
Let me know if you guys can hear me. Yeah, you can. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play it. That's some of your business. That's none of your business, Eric. Right? Right?
You have to come in here. You have to call him a girl. You have to go along with the delusion, or you're a bad dad. And you've got to pay for it on top of that. And they want him to pay for child support and medical to pull all of this off with. It is one of the most sickening things on the face of this earth, guys. And I can't sit back and allow that to happen. I spent my own money on a loan trying to get that documentary out. Riley Gaines, the swimmer, she's in it. Walt Heyer, who spent several years as a transgender because the doctor told him he had to. That is going to be an interesting story.
I want to make sure, because I got to walk outside here.
But I've got more interviews that need to be done, and then editing.
I wanted to make sure I can take you guys with me.
Funds for it. On top of that, I also got the John Mast situation where part 3 just happened. We've made 2 documentaries on that case, and on the last documentary
Eric Carroll play.
We didn't have the best of news for people, and it ended on a very sour note.
But I heard
part of that story just
truck
happened.
win.
And that story's not over, guys. And there needs to be a new part.
Oh.
And we've done most of the shooting. I was up there for a week covering the trial. In order to pull this off, we're going to need funds. It just is. We don't get the funding that these places do. So I'm looking, I don't want to be the guy on there saying, hey, send money and stuff like that. I hate that part. So I was looking for some independent people that can come in and help Dad Talk with that has experience in it. And I get this letter earlier this week, dude. The gentleman's name is Christopher. He is a single dad, but he is going through a rare type of cancer right now. And he is bedridden. He can't walk. He can't talk. He can't do any of that. He's stuck to the bed. And he told me that he believes in this mission so much that even though he can't do those things and that he's sick, he wants to help raise funds for us because he believes in the mission.
Wow.
Dude, you talking about hitting, dude, on another level. Yeah. If that guy can want to get involved, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, dude. And I'm still just sitting there trying to process in this information. I was like, such a heartwarming story, dude. And
you got it. Amazon.
I asked where he lived. He didn't probably know why, because I would like to visit him and tell his story. How inspiring is that, dude? If that dad can fight, we all can fight to try to get dad's rights going. So, but yeah, that was just, one of those things. And then I don't have much time back home, especially now with Patrick.
Personal life, yeah.
So as far as my update with the Whitakers, the John Mass story,
right, big.
And I was originally trying to keep the 2 of those separate, but it's just kind of hard, dude, because I got my heart into both of the projects.
Right. Yeah.
So it was inevitable. They were probably going to cross paths, and I think this is what Dad Talk is all about. This is dads coming in there to help this family's life. Because dads, we know we can do it. We know what we do for our families, and we can do it for other families. This is a father's love. And it's coming from that.
You didn't get the live notification?
But John's story is starting to intersect with.
Yeah, I'm on live right now.
John Mass was former Amish.
I'm just smoking out here on my phone.
And
you didn't get that live notification? What the hell?
And me and his dad, guys, are just so tight. And when he heard about the Whitaker situation, he said, Eric, I want to go talk to the Amish with you. I think they will get involved in this project. For those not familiar with the Amish, how would you explain the Amish way of life, Dwayne? I'll let you do that while I drink some coffee.
Well, I mean, it's,
wow.
Different
here with the Amish. I forgot about all this.
Show they've watched, which gives a caricature of a lot of their background. But they have a central core belief in the Bible. And there's again, there's different groups. You have the ones, you'll see them. They're the ones that they got the horse and the cart, and they don't do electricity, and they don't do phones, and there are some.
How was your guys'
do,
mandate?
there are some that do.
Oh my
And
God,
they have a lot of different groups. But as far as their moral
did
character
you
and all
like
that,
it?
overall, it's just
I knew
one
you
of
would.
forgiveness, love, family is family means everything to them. The good heart. Whenever every encounter I've ever had
I told you.
throughout my life is always been positive. You can see that they
$7.99.
interact with each other, the close knit family bonds,
$10,
wanting to
right?
work and do
Oh
good,
yeah.
work. The father is the patriarch of the family. He, in a lot of ways, has that patriarchal position. The mother's the matriarch. She has her role as well. They have, the traditional values. I would call them.
No doubt, they have a different way of doing things and beliefs, and I don't agree with it all the way, nor would they agree with it all the way. But when it comes to their sense of family, I love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was watching a documentary the other day where they was talking to one of the Amish, and the guy was telling them, he was like, look, my family, we stay so busy. Sometimes we only get to eat supper together once or twice a week. And now Amish guys, he was like, once or twice a week. I couldn't imagine not sitting down with my family to eat every night. Many of us do that now. It's so tempting to say, man, I got that episode of the Ghostbusters that I missed. I want to watch tonight while I'm chilling down on my Dave's Hot Chicken.
Dave's Chicken. Okay. All right. Got the reference there. Yeah.
Well, I'm the same way, dude. I get a pizza. I want to sit down and watch my show, but it's those little moments right there that mean so much. Hey, baby, how was your day today? How was school?
That's a important thing.
What do you got going on at work? It's that sense of family. And the Amish do that so well. And not just with the family, their sense of community. You're not allowed to insure a barn. So one of the things they're the most infamous about with their construction and their family is you can't insure a barn. So what the Amish community does together, if a barn burns down, they all come together, not just like one or two families. They all come together to build that barn. And in a day, they will have that whole thing constructed, and the community comes in, chips in, and everything. They hold auctions to where they will donate several different things, and it raises like $500,000 each time. And there's several different areas. This is the best of my understanding. They don't have medical insurance, so they each pay for each other's medical, dude. They chip in and they work together as a people. And when they do construction, not only is it the best construction work you will ever see, and they don't use power tools. It'll all be hand tools because they don't even electricity, guys. And when they do it, it will be better and faster than anybody you will see. And with the Whitakers, they are really
This aged well, didn't it? This aged really well. Let me turn this down on my phone. That aged really well. Be sure to bullseye. Like that aged really well. And keep listening.
It's something before wintertime, which is a very tall task because winter's not that far away.
Right. Especially
winter's not that far away. Yes, where the winter's a lot worse than it is here.
Right.
Okay. And right now, their only source of heat is this wood stove that's there in the living room. And behind it is a stack of clothes that goes to the roof. And it's just not ideal, guys.
Yeah.
Ray, Lorraine, they deserve better than this, man. And they just need somebody to help them. But the reality is behind that, we've got to go have the conversation with the Amish, see if they will partner with us. And the reason I'm doing that, yes, if they agree to it, they have not yet. And it's confusing because there's people have heard me talk about it and they think, oh, it's already done. No, this is what we plan to do. And I have said that time and time again. I think they're going to do it. We won't know. We won't know.
This aged really, really well, right? And he's over here gassing up his audience, gassing up. He took the Whitaker content over to his dad talks. I wonder if, here, I have a question. I wonder if the courts know that this exists on his dad talks. Very interesting. Eric, were you truthful? I mean, it's just a question. I don't know. Just a question. Dwayne creeps me out. I don't know why, but I saw a picture of him posted once and I literally got the chills. Something about him makes me uncomfortable. Well, what about this? This is what made me uncomfortable.
Is that I only own one platform. I have Facebook.
That made me uncomfortable. I don't know about y'all, but that made me a little uncomfortable when he stuck his face in between a man's boobs. That made me uncomfortable. Just saying.
Till then. And then one of the reasons I'm wanting to do this is I know the accusations that get made when anytime money's involved with anything. Okay,
let's listen.
Already been involved in a scandal where money was raised for him in the past.
This aged really good. This aged really good, right? I mean, I bet Dwayne wears his wife's thongs. I don't know. We might have to ask him that. I wonder if he is a shaver or if he's hairy down there too. I wonder. It's a question since we're talking about hairy balls and shit. Dwayne helped Eric hide donations even from Patrick. That could be. I don't know. I mean, that's a good assumption, maybe. Okay.
Granddaughter or daughter that spent the money on crystal meth. I'm not going to allow that to happen again. But one of the ways I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen is I'm trying to get a third party that says we will build the house and we will handle the funds. Because I got people that are literally begging.
Oh, was that Amish bank that you were looking into allegedly from, hearsay from an email I got? That's why you went through an Amish banking system, right? It's not FDA, they don't, not FDA, it's not backed by financial backing like most banks are. It's not, what's the word I'm looking for, chat? Help me out. Whenever your money up to 250,000 is secured, right? Oh, okay. This age good.
To send money. And I'm saying, no money until I know there's somebody there that can guard this with their life, man.
Right.
And I know the Amish will do this and we won't have anything to worry about. So once we get that set up and it's in a trusted place, I can then start the fundraiser.
He told you right there what he had planned on doing. He said that FDIC, yes, there you go. I said FDA. FDIC backing, right. Not protected by fraudulent transactions. Right. So I have it all figured out, y'all. I think I know more than I want, actually. Big Ugly Henson, do you want me to drop you a link and you can give us your opinion, or do you want to make your own video and say it? That's up to you, but I'll be more than happy if you're wanting to speak. FDIC, yes. Thank you, guys. I said FDA.
And then we got to raise however much money you're looking at, 150, 200 grand, probably minimum to build a house.
Minimum nowadays.
You got to have 5 bedrooms too. Because each got to have a bedroom. You got to have Larry, Betty, Ray, Lorraine.
Oh. Hang on. I accidentally kicked it off the screen. Let me add it back. Damn it. I meant to drop a link. Instead, I kicked this off the screen. I'm out of practice, guys. I haven't streamed much in the last damn near 3 weeks. Whoa, almost a month. I mean, I've done some here and there, but not like normal, Okay, I'm going to go ahead.
Little things that we take for granted, guys.
Yeah.
He's never had his own bedroom. And so it's weird to think about Timmy in this regard.
So, Big Ugly Henson, do you want to tell us about what the FBI had? Any of the questions? Can you talk about it? Well, first off, can you talk about it? And do you feel comfortable talking about it? I mean, I understand if you don't. You're more than welcome to take the link and tell us your experience, or maybe some of the questions. I'm very curious of some of the questions that they asked. So you're more than welcome to come up here and say what you need to. I would love to know. Me and my friends, we want to know because we're nosy old. We're nosy old cunts over here. Okay.
And I said something on my Facebook about it. He's 46 years old.
Right.
So he's 6 years older than me. However, when he's with me, I treat Timmy like he's one of my kids.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You actually do. You actually had him in young child's pajamas. Okay, you could clearly tell the difference the way Patrick hung out with Timmy and the way Eric Carroll hung out with Timmy. And I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Eric Carroll. You are not a psychologist. You are not qualified to make any assumptions on what age bracket you think his mentality is. How disgusting. Don't take away from people that spent their life getting educated in said subjects and that they have the experience and education to make what you're about to say. They have the experience. You don't, sir. You sound really wild. But go ahead.
18-year-old. However, he's also very smart, but he's into things.
Wow.
That like a 10-year-old would be into. Right. Innocent, pure heart that you could see. And I say that only because at the Airbnb, I had a room. My brother had a room. The other room was a kid's room with a double bunk bed, not your average bunk bed, dude. It was like double size.
Right.
It was a big bunk bed.
I want bunk bed.
Yeah, and it was set up with a DVD player. It was set up for like a teenage boy.
Yeah.
And when Timmy got in there, he was so excited, like, oh my God, you know.
I'd be excited.
Yeah, he was like, I want to stay with you. I knew what he was trying to tell me. I was like, you want to stay with me? Yeah, yeah. And I said, all right. I was like, you can stay with me, man. And then once he stayed that first night, he didn't want to stay again. Let me tell you something else funny. We go to the grocery store.
So Big Ugly Henson said he's not, unfortunately, he can't say anything yet. So, and we have to respect that, you know. Maybe in the future he can tell us what they had talked about.
I grilled out for the Whitakers one night and got some hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff. And I was letting Timmy help me. And at some point, I guess I turned my head and Timmy put a big thing of peanuts in there, Planters peanuts. And then when I go to check out, I see these peanuts and I'm like, where in the world did this come from? And Timmy just sitting there smiling at me. I was like, well, you don't need these, Timmy. Timmy don't have no teeth. And I'm sitting there like, he can't eat my peanuts. So I went and put them back and oh, dude, Timmy wasn't having it. He was like, you know, give me my nuts back. So I was like, okay, we'll get you some nuts. So the next morning when Timmy wakes up, I go in there in the bed and Timmy's just sitting there just as smiling, man. He watched that DVD player and went to sleep, but there beside the bed was a bunch of like brown shavings. And I thought, oh my God, because I'm very respectful of people's homes when we're in these Airbnbs. I go the extra mile to clean. And the lady was super nice.
The next 20
brown shavings there. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, was he like scraping the finish?
Like out there?
And I was like, Timmy, what did you do? He's like, And I'm like, I don't know what that means.
You lost me.
Come to find out in the middle of the night, Timmy got up and ate those peanuts. It was the skins off the peanuts. He laid in bed watching the movie, eating those peanuts, dude. And he just had the time of his life.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't seen the video, he was with my brother. I think what meant the world to Timmy more than anything is he got to be one of the boys.
Yeah.
He farted
No,
on
you treated him like a young 10-year-old.
the whole weekend. And I didn't know. I mean, we know him as we talked about this before. I posted the video yesterday where Larry was talking about somebody farting in the car, and there was a person that got offended by it. I'm like, guys, out of all the things to get offended by, I don't think that's going to be be the last time you see Timmy Whitaker fart because he likes to fart.
Yeah.
But not just that, dude. He's just one of the boys, and so we pick at him in a good way, you know, friendly way. It's like, Timmy, how big is that fish you catch? He go like that. I'm like, Timmy, you didn't catch no fish like that. He gets mad. I'm like, yeah, I did. But, I miss him. I miss him.
Yeah, you can tell that they have put a spot on your heart there. You know, they those interactions and all that, and seeing it's funny because the camera. I mean, I haven't met them personally, but you can see like when you show up, the way their attitude changes. They get excited. I mean, it's hard to almost capture on video, but they get genuinely excited. To
Yeah,
see
it wasn't captured on video. They weren't really from my observation. They weren't excited. They're like, oh, this guy again. They're giving some chips out and this and that. No, that's not the truth. Now, I think people have their own idea about Mark, but Lorraine liked Mark. From my observation of the public video, I believe that Lorraine really liked Mark. She invited him into this house. She's like, come on in. You know, if you guys remember seeing that video of Mark, I think she liked Mark. I don't know how well she likes this Joker. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I definitely believe you too. Yeah, a lot of people believe you, Henson. So, you know, if you can't share it, I mean, you know, I understand that. There's stuff that I know that I can't share not because I've been visited by the FBI, but because people have asked me not to. That involves their life. When someone comes to you and says, will you please not share this picture or this because it involves my life, then I'm going to respect that. Okay.
One of those things, dude. And I want to be careful in saying this because it can get misconstrued so easily. So I wouldn't know who the Whitaker family was without Mark Laida from Soft White Underbelly.
Right, yeah.
He had been making those videos for a long time. And the reason I knew who they were is because I watched all those videos. I loved that family. I was just a guy from Georgia that couldn't wait for the videos to come out on YouTube because there was something about that family that was innocent, pure. It was real. It's not the Kardashians.
Right, exactly.
Real life.
Right.
And when Patrick heard about Dad Talk and asked me to get involved, man, like with the Whitakers, I was like, oh my God. It was just one of those things I never would have thought. All those years watching the Whitakers, now I would be doing this, you know. But I had an image, or I guess the concept in my mind of what it would be like being around them while watching them with Mark. And I knew too there was things that I could tell was probably different from Mark because he was from Hollywood, whereas I grew up in the South, man. A lot of that I saw. My dad was always in the less fortunate communities, helping the mentally challenged and stuff like that. So I felt comfortable being there. Now, obviously, the situation's extreme, and so I'm not saying like that was normal to me, but it wasn't shocking to me. It wasn't like, oh my God, what's going on here? It was just like I got up, I went and just plain clothes, and I started talking to them like I would anybody else, and I tried to make that my thing. I'm not gonna, hey, how are you today? No, just talk to them like I would the next person, dude. And it's getting them out of their shell. They're genuinely happy. And Lorraine, I found out how much she likes potato chips. And so when she sees me, buddy, she jumps out of her chair because she knows she's gonna get some potato chips.
Yeah.
It goes further than that, Dwayne. For some reason, Lorraine has really just taken to me. And it warms my heart.
Yeah.
That's a lie, in my opinion. It's the right thing to do. Keeping things confidential when asked says a lot about one's character. 1985, it does, and I have to because I could be a shitty, I could be a dirty cunt, and I could show everything that I have in this little phone of mine that people have given me from the ground, from being at the Whitaker family. I can show you all kinds of things after I've been asked to, but then that would make me be a real dirty cunt. Okay? And I'm not going to. Those are the words today. Those are our words. Cunt is the word today. C-U-N-T. Cunt. Learn it, live it, and love it. We have tried to solve this for several months. Old Big Ugly Henson comes in and has it solved in less than a month. He's the man. Kathy, right? Glad my family never had to live in their own increments. Cato, I'm telling you, increments. You know?
He's becoming one of my favorite.
Yeah.
He really is. And then Ray too, man. I mean, the first time I meet the guy, he's hugging me, and me and him have just developed this bond. But then I say that about Ray and Lorraine, and then there's Timmy. Timmy looks at Patrick like he's his dad.
Right.
Up until Patrick started going up there, Dwayne, Timmy, for 46 years of his life, has sat there on that porch, and his life has just been going by.
Yeah.
He went to school and finished school too. Don't forget that. I know it is, but it's what we're using today. They can use erectile dysfunction. They can use limp penis. So we're using dirty cunt. Hairy cunt.
With a coloring book. Nobody to take up time with him. Nobody to teach him how to do things. Nothing.
Right now.
So sad. So Patrick starts getting him, and he is just eating that time up, man. He loves it. He looks to Patrick like he's a father, And so, but when I was up there, especially the last time, I didn't get to spend as much time with him the first time as I did this last time. We've got a bond too. And it's just like one of my kids, bro. I mean, it really is. If something was to happen to Betty or Larry, I'd make sure me and Patrick we need to have Timmy.
Yeah, I need to take him
going anywhere.
One of the things that touched me in all the different videos was the hair cutting one with Ray. I know you generally, as a rule, you don't watch your own stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a few scenes with you and him at the barbershop, and I can't remember the owner's name. I'm gonna give a little shout out to him because what was his name?
Jack.
All right,
nice guy, dude.
Yeah. The whole thing was cool, but like he was nervous about getting his beard cut. I don't know if you remember that scene.
Not his beard. It's mustache.
The mustache. Yeah, it was the mustache.
Right. When you get on the beard, you're close to the mustache. Yeah, when you get on the beard, you're close to the mustache. And I think what set it off more than anything was Jack originally started getting the hair in his ears, so he put the razor in there, and Ray was like, ah!
I do the same way.
Yeah,
I hate to get hair everywhere.
He was perfectly fine up until that point.
Yeah.
And then he started getting a little excited. Yeah.
Well, it's just the way that you like cared about him, and you're like, calming him down, and just the kind of the back and forth. I mean, as a dad, I pick those things out when I see guys or people kind of parenting, but those human interactions, those are things like I personally pick up on. And it was just something watching that, the way you interacted with them. You can see that was all genuine. I guess where I'm kind of going.
It's just love, dude. It's not even anything I'm trying to go out of my way to do. It's natural. I was taught this by my dad. I mean, I was talking to my mom about this the other day. I have memories as a kid. I didn't get to know my great grandmother for too long because I think she died when I was around 6 or 7. But she was in Alabama, and we would have to travel over there, and she was in a nursing home ever since I could remember. But there was this lady that was in a room across from her when we would go, and she always had the craziest stories. You could tell them were true. But she was so sweet, and the stories were entertaining. But she never had anybody visit her, ever, Dwayne.
Yeah.
And when my dad would go, he would buy her a Whopper from Burger King and take it to her, and watching the joy that came on her face. Not only someone's taking up time with her.
Right.
Well, I don't know your father, Eric Carroll, but in my opinion, you're not your dad. In my opinion. Right? We need to have Timmy. Right? A lot of people that live like the Whitakers do, and even worse. Absolutely. Yep. Yes, and that's what they did. That's what they did, Beezer.
Great cheeseburger, man. all those lonely hours of nobody paying attention to her. And I still remember that as a kid. My dad instilled that in me.
Yeah.
I remember, you know, and then later on, I had those lessons. I had a point where the girls started begging to go to church, and I have a very
hate love relationship with church.
Yeah, I have a complicated view of the church because I just don't think the modern church is the way that it needs to be right now.
Yeah.
The girls got on this kick about wanting to go, and I said, okay. I said, girls, we're gonna go to church, but I said it's gonna be much different than the church you normally go to with your nana or your family. I said, I'm gonna show you how to be the church. And they're like, what in the world are you talking about? We went to the Dollar General, and I bought every single bag of sugar-free candy they had, and we went to the nursing home. And I went to the nurses first, and I told them what I was going to do. And I said, I'm teaching my girls to become servants. And I was like, I want them to spend some time with the older generation. That's very important to me. I've always taken to the older generation. I didn't like
parenting to me.
Well, I didn't like hanging out with people my age.
Yeah.
For the most part. It was always people that was older.
Hey, wait a second.
But the nurses got the list, told us who could have candy with sugar in it, and then which ones couldn't.
Right.
Okay, that's boring
Nurse
story.
dad would take that cheese to church. There's no money that can give you that type of feeling, bro.
Exactly.
Last week we had on Adam Vina, another father that's fighting to keep his following, but for the most part, we don't get as many views, but they'll get on these shows, they get hundreds of. This one might not, but where am I spending my time today? I could be on the Whitakers right now, and I guarantee you that page would be taken off. I do it because this is my heart, and I believe in it, bro. And I just want people to understand.
Let me go back a little bit.
I could be on the Whitakers right now, and
right. Yeah.
I've got several friends. I've done wrestling podcasts. I've done UFC stuff, and it gets tons of views.
Right.
This one might not, but where am I spending my time today? I could be on the Whitakers right now, and I guarantee you that page would be taken off. I do it because
But you're not talking. Here's the problem that I have with you. You're not talking about anything Dad talked today about rights of fathers. You're talking about the Whitakers. What you're doing, sir, from my opinion, is you're taking the Whitaker content over to your Dad Talks. It says it right here, Dad Talk Today. You're talking about the Whitaker family. Make that shit make sense. You don't think people catch on what you say or what? Like we're just over here in dumb land? Oh Lord, we're not dirty cunts. Sorry.
This is my heart, and I believe in it, bro. And I just want people to understand, like these fathers that are fighting to keep their sons from being turned into girls, and then there's some that are fighting to keep the girls from being turned into boys. I think the ones where the boys are being turned into girls hit me a little bit more because they're literally going to have their privates chopped off, and you can never replace that guy.
See, he's talking about privates. I can talk about privates. What are you even talking about, weirdo? What?
The damage is going to be done. And these dads have desperately been begging for help, begging. And the only time they get paid attention to is if somebody makes a documentary or they got some project. And then they will talk to these dads. They'll do a segment on them. It'll get a ton of views and stuff. And then they never hear from them again until there's another project. There's never any, hey, let me do some follow-up. I know this person that's working to get the law changed, or I know this attorney right here. They'll be sympathetic of your story. They might be able to help. There's none of that. These dads have been used for viewership. And because clicks.
And you,
it's controversial, it's sensational, and
exactly what you're saying now, in my opinion, that's exactly what you've been doing with the Woody. Oh wow, you cannot make this up. He may be the son of a preacher man, but he's not a preacher. Thank you, Tony. Exactly. All right. He tries to fast talk people. He's like a used car salesman. He's like a snake oil guy. Get the hell out of here.
I've watched time and time again. They'll get on these shows, they get hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of views, and the next week it's old news until somebody can get views off of them again. And they've just been used and abused, and it pisses me off. We've been covering this subject way before it was popular too, and when I risked.
And why did you jump on the Whitaker family? Because wow, you guys, he just said this. They've been used and abused. You did the exact same effing thing. Wow. This is all videos we have already. Sherry, yes, if you need to go watch some other content that we've watched, I'm documenting, okay? Because I don't think that the courts know that he transferred Whitaker content over to, and they may need this, so I'm doing the courts a favor today. We're doing the courts a favor today. Yes, he came in with the intentions of make big bucks off the Whitaker. Big bucks off the Whitakers is what I heard him, not word for word, say in his Dad Talk video, crying that he loves his followers. Yet don't pay the like. Yes, Mary, that's exactly what I remember saying too. That's exactly what I'm saying too. I remember hearing it, right? Yes, we have to. We have to document everything because let me tell you what, the one channel was taken down, and that was court ordered, in my opinion, in my I'll say educated opinion on the matter from people on the ground. They took that shit down, but he wasn't honest, in my opinion. He did transfer videos from the YouTube over to the Dad Talks. He also, let me tell you something, in my opinion, I guys want you to read through the line. If you look into Dad Talks, it's an LLC. Didn't he say that he had a contract with Patrick, Larry, and Betty? Didn't he say that during one of his lives that there's a contract now, and they violated that contract as soon as they made content with Brian Cody, which in my opinion, the contract was violated the minute he said he was done. He's finished with the Whitakers. He's going home. That's when the contract was violated from you, sir. But wonder what the contract really says. Is it under an LLC, under Dad's Talk Today LLC? I would like to know that. And the judge needs to know that you have this channel, that you potentially could have maybe ran the Whitaker content underneath your LLC Dad Talk. You don't say. See, we're pretty smart cunts over here.
Whole following and everything I've ever built being shut down for doing it because we weren't allowed to talk about it. Wow. I compare that a lot with the Whitakers, though. The Whitakers had a lot of people that wanted to go around them because they get a lot of views.
Those people that showed up,
right?
While you were there.
Yeah, there's people that show up all the time, and it just straight up pisses me off. Asking for selfies and stuff. I've seen the people that show up, and you can tell they're genuine in their heart, and then you can see the ones that's just like it's clout chasing, you know?
Yeah.
And I want people to understand, me and Patrick both could easily go and just turn the camera on and do what everybody else has done. It would be so much easier than taking them to get showers and to dress them and to do the things that we're doing.
But then if you did all that, then why did you go to LPS? I don't know who LPS is. Why did you go to APS and say that they weren't getting baths? You just said here that you were giving them showers, getting them dressed, and that's the kind of content you were making. So really, sir, that apparently you failed. You failed. You failed. In my opinion, you failed when you went and got yourself a fancy Airbnb to stay, and you failed them by if the house was in such disarray and that they needed to have APS called on them, and that you went there and talked to the APS. Why didn't you let them stay and the Airbnb or rent them a place until you got their home fixed? Okay, you said that you were going to build them one. It was okay for them to stay there until the Amish built them the home up to your specifications. Make that shit make sense. You thought it was okay for them to stay in what you call filth and disarray and disarray. Okay, but you never offered to pay for an apartment or a house until one was built. You let them sit there in what you call squalor. And your friend called disgusting increments. Increments is her word, not mine.
Having a clean puke out of the car at 1 o'clock in the morning where Ray ate too much popcorn. That it would be
maneuvers in the middle of the movie theater.
But that's not what this is about, dude.
Yeah.
If somebody would have spent time with them, Dwayne,
maybe
I can only imagine how much different their life would be right now. Timmy is smart. Timmy knows what he's reading.
Maybe Beezer.
People need to understand. Well, Timmy has been in that environment. And that's his way of communicating with his family. What was crazy to me, I learned a lot more on that last trip because I got to spend way more time with them.
Yeah, one-on-one.
Lorraine would come up and be like, huh. And that's what it sounds like to me and you. And then Betty would be like, oh, yeah, we're going to be doing this later on today. And this is what's going on. And it's like, how did you get that from those few noises?
Well,
they have their own language. And
Timmy talked about this. I'm thinking there's an American
Sign Language
angle here because, Timmy was kind of doing some quasi sign language.
Well, and I caught on to that. It was one day when we was talking. And Timmy started doing this. He wasn't trying to be upfront with it to show me, but he was just kind of naturally doing it. And I was like, Timmy, what were you just doing? And he was, he started trying to explain it to me. I think this means no. And then at some point in time, he said phone. I don't know. I just know it's somebody at some point in time must have done that with him. And I can tell you this, just in that little bit of time I was able to spend with him and Lorraine, they would be able to speak, guys, if somebody would have invested real time in them.
Yeah.
And then I hear all the time, like, if they get a new home, are they going to keep it clean or what's going on? Dude, they have to learn all new habits. It's not something you just say, hey, fix this.
Right.
And it's shocking to see how many people think I'm going to put a comment and it's going to fix it. No.
What you don't love?
Right. I don't remember. Says I remember him saying he wasn't letting them stay at Airbnb because Ray's having accidents. I believe Patrick posts those videos because he misses him and don't want him forgotten. That would be a question that Tom could ask Patrick. Go over and ask why. Maybe he'll answer you, maybe he won't. But I have no knowledge of why he wants to post the content again. Maybe it's reasons that he misses him. Maybe it's other reasons. I don't know. But that would be a great question to ask Mr. Patrick. I couldn't answer that question.
The helpful suggestions that everyone tells you to do.
I appreciate them. At times, I don't appreciate the volume and the unrealistic expectations.
Well, I'm a little rant here because everybody's like, "Oh, I want to do this, 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 and this." You're doing stuff behind the scenes that no one sees, trying to set it up to
Tony
be secure
Home
to the fundraising situation.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen behind the scenes to make that secure, so you can be transparent with everything. And unfortunately, that takes time.
Well, it takes time and it takes money.
It takes money. You would love to get some of these donations and put them where they're supposed to go, but then you're going to have 1,000 people going, "Oh, you did this, you did that," because well, it's happened in the past.
Yes, dude, being involved with Dad Talk and also being the son of a preacher, I knew what I was getting into before I got in there. What people don't know, dude, is I was involved a couple of weeks before I finally got on camera with Patrick, and he was begging me, like, "Dude, come on a video with me, come on a video," and I'm like, "Nope."
Nope.
And he was like, "Why?" I guess he thought like I wasn't genuinely interested. That I was pulling his chain, and I said, "Patrick," I said, "they've been involved in scandal. Anybody that gets involved with this family, people are going to think it's for the wrong reasons."
And
I was one of the guys thinking that myself when Patrick first popped up.
Oh yeah,
Jimmy, I'm like, "Who is this guy? This ain't Mark."
Yeah.
You know, and that's how I reached out to him. I'm like, "Who are you? I want to interview you so I can know that your intentions are pure, and I'm sure everybody else would like to know who you are too."
Right.
And then it just kind of snowballed from there, and then I ended up getting involved. But I knew like there's still going to be people that are just going to accuse no matter what. And then I had, or the ones that say, "Hey, if you really wanted to help the family, then why do you do it on camera? Just do it off camera." Well, to build them a house, to pay that $662 water bill that I did, a couple weeks ago, and get them the haircuts and outfits and stuff like that. I don't have that money to just hand over. So they were already doing content. If I can come in there and show people that they can learn better habits, they can get that new house, they can be invested in, they can be loved in the.
You guys hear what he just said? He said if he's going to teach them new habits. Did you once watch him bathe Ray? Did you once watch him use a tissue or a wet washcloth to wipe Ray's face as he chewed tobacco? Was there any basic living skills being taught to any of the three that were on video besides Timmy? He gave Lorraine potato chips. That's a fucking good thing with her goddamn heart condition. And he never really did hands on with Ray, in my opinion. Okay, the only one that he would actually dress and make sure had a bath was the star of the show in his eyes, and that was Timmy. You're a filth. Let's go back and listen to that again. Mr. Judge, you need to listen to this part. West Virginia judge, I'm doing you a favor and you know it, and here you go.
Need to just hand over. So they were already doing content. If I can come in there and show people that they can learn better habits, they can get that new house.
No, it's fine, Tom.
Invested in, they can be loved in the right way, and they can make money while doing it, and it can be spent the right way. Maybe we can get the family members.
Tom, you know we're always open for different opinions over here, as long as it's handled. Not like, "Hey, you dirty cunt." We're always, because it makes us think about things, right? So yeah, there's no hard feelings over here.
Drugs. Don't you think that's much better than them? How it's been? They have hundreds of millions of views online right now that they don't get paid for.
Hey, China baby.
From it, their family's been made out to be the backwoods hillbilly inbreds.
Yep.
That are the freak show.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting that.
Well, aren't those words real spicy right now? What? Isn't that what your friend called them last night?
Online right now that they don't get paid for. Their family's not benefiting from it. Their family's been made out to be the backwoods hillbilly inbreds.
Yep.
That are the freak show.
Yeah.
And I'm.
Wow. Did he? Yes. Sure did.
Not putting that on Mark. Mark's compassion. What people got to understand is Mark just has a completely different style, and I respect what he does. Mark is the type of guy, and because he doesn't just do that with the Whitakers, he's got drug addicts and people, schizophrenia.
It's a no judgment zone.
No judgment. I turn the camera on and I show you who these people are. I'm not trying to guide a narrative. I'm not trying to add to it. I'm not trying to take away from it. Here's the reality of Skid Row.
You just said that. Wow. The judge is going to listen to this and be like, you don't say.
And what goes on there. That's his style, and I appreciate that. I'm talking about the others, dude. Every day, I got somebody sending me a post or commenting on something on social media where people are posting pictures of the Whitakers talking about the inbred family, and it's just this. And sad enough, Dwayne, anybody that does it, there's tons of views. They get the shares, they get the likes, and they get the people commenting down in there. And I don't think the people that comment on that stuff, talking bad about the family, understand just how big of a fool they make themselves look like. You think you're talking down on the family, but it just makes you.
So can you say that again for your little crony? Your little Tony Perm bitch that you had up there last night on AD's channel. You heard what she called him last night, right? Oh, that doesn't matter now because things didn't work out the way you wanted them to. I got it.
Look like the shittiest human
being
on
the
face of the earth, dude.
You're holding a mirror up to who you are. That's
it. Because it's like if you're the type of person that would kick somebody when they're down.
Yeah.
You're not the type of person that's going to be invested in someone's life or making it better. You're going to be the person that tells everything the person does wrong and just horrible human beings, dude. Horrible human beings. So they're already over the internet like that already. If I can go in there and do it the right way and they can benefit from it, because my number one thing is if something happens to Betty or Larry, Ray, Timmy, and Lorraine,
they're screwed.
They're screwed, dude. Where are they going?
No nice way to put that.
And so I did the math the other day, not just for the family, because my father-in-law, dude, it's me and my wife taking care of him with that Parkinson's, and he's got some nurses and stuff that are coming in, but he needs 24-hour around-the-clock care, and nobody just pays for 24-hour around-the-clock care. They send you to a nursing home. And so
now,
if you found
for all the people that were like, well, can't they just get nursing care to come in? He just told you again, there is no place that's going to pay for 24-hour around-the-clock care. He just said it. For all the Eric fans that say just get 24-hour. Listen to what the guy just said. Listen to your leader.
To do it for $15 an hour, which is going to be hard to find somebody to do caretaking at $15 an hour. They exist, but $15 an hour, if you do that.
Oh, it's still expensive.
Yeah, I'm going to do the math with you right now. 15 times 24 equals it's $360 a day times 31 days in a month. $11,160 just for one caretaker. They would have to have that caretaker around the clock to make sure they are taken care of. Now, all right, let's go even further. 11,160 times 12, $133,000, 920, 133 a year. Yeah, almost $140,000 for just one caretaker. We're not talking about bills and everything else. So they're going to need a lot of money. If they can be taken care of and we can do this thing right, it can literally change their lives, guys. But it's not just as easy as going and dude. It's crazy how so many people think that creating content is easy. Like it's just something that happens. It is an easy job. You're not really working. It's no big deal. Those people, if they could spend 1 week in the field with me when I'm doing something like I did with John Mast or something,
right,
they would be begging to go home or to eat supper or to get a night's rest because it is a lot of work. You're out there, you do the filming, and then when you get home from an exhausting trip, you don't have time to rest. Now you got to do the editing. Then you got to put it on social media. Then you got to promote it. And then once you finally get done with that, now you got to put the next video up because they're already begging for the next one. It's a revolving door. I work in my sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night working. Yeah. And that's just a content creator's life. I love what I do.
Wow. Then why are you broke? Who kicked them when they were down again, right? Gators are not caught up. Oh, yeah, you have lots of laughs coming. Yeah, we're dirty cunts over here today.
Try to change the world. I fight for father's rights or Whitakers or whatever. I try to change the world with content. And I think it is a good way to do it. We don't have to rely on that mainstream media anymore, dude, because they're not for us. Let's be honest. I don't think they ever have that.
No. Oh, yeah. They spin things around. Well, I mean, the John Mast trial is a perfect example. 3-4 years ago, the news came out and had their piece, which I think contributed to him being only found guilty of manslaughter. And then now that he won, now they're all on the bandwagon of, oh, she was guilty. She did help out. Blah, blah. Mainstream media is a joke. But there's just so many things there that people just don't realize. I think it's easy. Yeah, editing, capturing all the time.
Yesterday, he's going to make up for it because past 6 months. I was actually supposed to get my knee surgery back in December.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was not financially fit, and I'm still not. I couldn't do it because, unfortunately, when you get surgery and you can't walk and everything, your bills are still coming.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been putting it off, and my knee sucks, dude. It hurts. The worst thing for my knee is when I ride in a.
So what have you been doing lately for money, Mr. Eric Carroll? Poor Eric Carroll should have gotten a 9 to 5, aka a job, right? He can't do math. No, he cannot. No, he cannot. 3 of them would qualify for 4 hours per day, total 12 hours per day. But he neglected to say that or subtract for it. And runaway truth exactly. Oh yeah, he definitely changed the world and the way people view you. Absolutely did, Eric. You absolutely changed the way people view you, in my opinion. He's not financially set was going to help the Whitakers, right? The Whitakers were going to make sure he was financially set, in my opinion, Beezer. In my opinion, the poor people, the freak show that they are labeled as now, we're going to help them. Some guy that walks high and mighty, in my opinion. Wow.
Car for a long period of time.
Oh yeah, it locks up.
Yeah, the trip to West Virginia, it gets me, but gets me bad. But this will be my second knee surgery at 40, on the same knee, and I hope I don't ever have to have another one. But when I get it done, Patrick's gonna have to take over for me. But I'll try to get a lot of content, so when that happens, the people out in Facebook land will never even know anything happened.
So you were assuming that you would be financial stable pretty shortly to get it. Oh, okay. So then Patrick would take over for you. Oh, I got it. Oh, okay, got it.
But that's a big job on a content creator, because if you don't keep content going out, you lose your audience. I mean, it's just the way that the cookie crumbles.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's got a YouTube channel. Everybody's got a podcast now, and they're all fighting for your attention. It's a scroll society.
Oh yeah.
But I'm trying to do content to better people's lives.
Oh yeah, yeah. So one area kind of segueing into an event you had last evening is people being standing up and doing the right thing, and that's a loose segue into hopefully you'll want to talk about your lovely evening with your
right, Valerie.
So yeah, dude, and this is an interesting one, and how to bring it up and everything, because it was just one of those that's making me lose faith in humanity as a whole.
Oh, you're still losing faith? Okay.
Oh God, yeah.
I've been there
after that last night. Yes, I've been losing it for a while now, but this was like next level shitty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all around. You don't do this. When me and my wife first started dating, she makes jokes about me with my skin and people thinking I'm Mexican and stuff all the time. If I go somewhere in public, people come up talking Spanish to me all the time. And then I'm like, hey, and they hear the redneck accent. Oh, you don't speak Spanish. Yeah. No, but it's funny. I get it.
Yeah.
You can't really joke about stuff like that. All right. And I remember one time I made like an Asian joke with her being Korean, and she didn't really laugh. She wasn't mad at me, but she didn't really laugh. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, babe. I could tell it hit.
Oh, okay.
She was like, my whole childhood that I heard that ching chong and stuff they made fun of.
Okay.
And I was like, I am so sorry, babe. I didn't.
I'm sure you did that to your wife. You're an idiot. You definitely have one ball, in my opinion. You're a one ball kind of guy.
And she's not someone to get offended.
Right.
But it was just it hit, and I can only imagine what that must be like. But and I'm not saying that plays into the whole race debacle right now. I think it's just gotten completely out of control.
This clown,
dude, the climate is just out of control. It should not get the attention that it does all the
Stupid
time.
guy.
We are not in the past anymore. We've came a long way. Thank God we live in the United States of America, where we all are created equal, and everybody can be whatever they want to be if they put the work behind it. I believe that. Yes, you're gonna see some obstacles. You're gonna meet some shitty people along the way, but if you do your part and you got the passion and you put in the elbow grease, you can be anything you want to be in this country, and there's nothing that can hold you back. And I think there's too many people.
Well, would you consider your life a flop, Eric Carroll? Would you consider your life a flop? Are you a flop at life? You're at 40. Oh, wow. Maybe you went to the same school as Toddy One Skip. You're going to be here when you're 60? Okay. Getting fired from a job for falling asleep.
That want to blame it on, oh, it was this, or this that held me back because I was this. No, the reason you're not where you're supposed to be is because of you. Okay, there are some unfair laws, but if you fight hard enough, you can do what you want to do.
Right.
I'll leave that there. Let me get off my soapbox. However, last night her sister was in town, and my soon-to-be brother-in-law, and I was wanting some Korean food. I love Korean barbecue, dude. And you can go get like the Americanized version, which they have a place called K-Pot. It's all you can eat. You get the short ribs and noodles and all that kind of stuff. It's good, but it's not really authentic Korean.
Right.
They have a place in Columbus, Georgia called Koreana.
Hit the like button. Which Beezer saying we only need 24 more likes. Hit that like button, guys.
Been there for a long time before the recent last bulgogi.
No, I have no idea. Yeah, I stick very bland.
It really is, dude. It's
okay.
Yeah, you're very vanilla, Dwayne. We know that you're very vanilla. Now, I wonder if you have a half of a ball. Since it's about cunts and balls today over here on the Lady K channel.
Keep the ribeye. They cook it up. Oh, dude. I'm gonna have to show you. Anyway, I'm a very picky eater, so if I eat it, I'm just telling you, very picky.
Right.
We get there
Right,
and
Tom?
we order and everything, and this couple comes and sits behind us, and it was probably mid-50s white man, and looked like his girlfriend, mid-40s black
You're
woman.
welcome.
Not trying to put emphasis on race, but it'll come into the conversation. And so we placed our order. They, I guess, placed an order. They got an appetizer. They had already ate some food and they had some drinks. And at one point, our waitress comes walking to the table with some stuff in her hand. And she's got this look on her face and looking at me because I'm like, what's in front of her? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm like, and I see her look over at the table and there's nobody there with some empty dishes and stuff stacked up. And she was like, oh my God. And she runs outside. And I'm like, what's going on? And then you start hearing a bunch of screaming. And my sister-in-law and my wife and all those was like, okay, this is awkward.
Yeah.
But we start hearing, she was like, you already placed your order. You've already ate food. You can't just leave. You can't do that. These people ordered food, ordered an appetizer, ate the appetizer, drank on the drinks, went back to the kitchen. The kitchen is cooking that food. And let me tell you something. The Koreans go the extra mile on their food quality, especially with meat. It's not cheap.
Oh, I don't want to listen to
margins that they
this.
make. I mean, I said, have some class, man. Y'all are just sorry human beings. And the guy, the whole time I'm doing this, Dwayne, he's looking at me, kind of like with that puppy dog thing. Like he knows, like, yeah, I'm a bitch. You know, I did the wrong thing. And he knows his wife is.
And he'd be right.
I don't know if it's his wife or girlfriend,
Yeah.
but she's not saying a word at this point. She's just looking like, I can't believe you've got the audacity to talk to me right now.
You've got
So
the
then I go,
audacity.
oh yeah. So then I go and sit back down and Tina's like, calm down, calm down. Well, about that time, that lady comes over there and she said, look here, you got no place telling me this. You don't know what was going on. And then I went to stand up cheering out the restaurant.
That probably was the first time in her entire life.
First time
She
somebody
had pushback.
This right here makes me not even like you even more. You and Dwayne, this is disgusting. Remember, Eric said he could handle Timmy because all he has to do is give him baloney. Yes! Yes, I do remember that. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
First time she got some pushback, and then the waitress comes over there and she's just about in tears. She was like, I'm so sorry, guys.
Mm-mm.
I expect you to call me Mexican or Latino, ask me if I want a taco or, you know, dude, when I went to Mexico on a cruise, I got a discount, Dwayne. I did. I literally got a discount. There were the guys were saying, well, there was this one guy in particular came up trying to sell ounces of
This
silver.
guy is weird.
Billy, she actually thought she was in the right, and she thought she could act like a fool.
You can tell nobody
ever pushed back.
Put her in her place, dude.
What did the guy do? What did her boyfriend or husband do?
I swear to God, he was cutting up with her. And
This guy's making me cringe. My kid turned 44 today. I am on 6-day countdown. Then I turned 64. Man, Mary, right? The years do fly. Happy birthday to everybody. My daughter's birthday's in a couple days. That's why I'm still in Illinois to celebrate. So happy birthday to all the January babies. Bologna sandwich. And when he said that, it made me start wondering Eric intentions, right? He said, oh, yeah, I remember that. Him talking about the bologna sandwiches. This guy makes me want to vomit.
And you could just see that look on his face because I got like right there, dude, to give you.
Yeah. Wow.
So
I don't know. I was just thinking about something. It's completely. It happened to me and my wife Brandy a couple days ago.
Dude, it makes you feel good too. You know, I'm
taking going
very minute compared to what we've got right now. It needs to be the real cases where real rape and real domestic violence and stuff is going on. Mom and dad just don't love each other anymore.
It sounds like it. They just keep talking about his dad talk show from here on out. But my God, my grandson's birthday is the same day as Lady K's daughter. Great things happen. Right, Beezer? Right? Absolutely. Well, we have the lady that made sure that she wanted to let everyone know that she thought the Whitaker family was white trash and freaks. All right. Representing Eric Carroll. She went over and chatted on somebody else's stream last night on social media over there on Facebook. You know, let me tell you, what you say out here on this platform, good, bad, or ugly, will be repeated. Will be repeated, and people will always remember what you say. If that is the way you wanted to handle yourself as you first came onto YouTube, well, congratulations, you look like an idiot. Okay? Yes, I clipped her saying it. Patrick really loves Timmy. He is grieving bad. Patrick doesn't. Patrick wasn't exploiting Timmy at all. He was trying to show the world how happy Timmy was. Patrick was good to the Whitakers. I don't think he took anything from them. Eric is the one that got them taken away. I believe Eric was in control of all the money. He could have gotten them a home. BJ should have been made to leave, but she would come right back. He walked away and left them. He took their money, so was their lives better. Doris, let's see, that is something that's a good statement that you put there, Doris. And I agree with a lot of that, what you said. All right. I think that in the beginning of the Whitaker content on Patrick's Facebook was for two reasons. One, to do something with Timmy while he was sitting down there at the house, and to make money. There isn't anything bad about that. There isn't anything bad about making money with the Whitaker family if it's done correctly, right? And he was going to give him some money. I don't know what type of deal Patrick had worked out with the Whitakers before Eric Carroll stepped in. I don't know. I've never answered that question. But if I ever remember it, I will answer that question. Like, how was he going to split the money? But, Patrick was good. And I think Patrick was good to the Whitaker family. I think a lot of things changed as the leg was broke. Okay? As the leg was broke. And that's just my opinion. I hate to imagine all the complaining he did. Complaining he did so that he would get things free. And occasion they didn't attend to his needs. He made sure to put it out there on live. Yes, Mary, he did. Yes. 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 And I think that right now, talking to Mr. Patrick, off of a live and off of, just a regular conversation, Patrick carries a lot of guilt for bringing Eric Carroll in, and the way things went. He didn't think that it was going to happen the way things happened, and that's just the facts of the facts. So you can like it or not. All right, he did not think that it was going to go south like it did. And you have to also remember, if your neighbor you've always known of that neighbor and that their lifestyle, then you don't find it odd or disturbing. You wouldn't. That's just the way that they live. That's their lifestyle. We may not agree with it, but that's the way they lived. Okay. And then to somebody come in and start judging them, it will probably throw you off balance a little bit. And I understand a lot where Mr. Patrick Rourke is coming from, because I grew up in the country. There were people that I know of throughout my life that I watched grow up. They didn't have the best of and the nicest and everything that they need. They did not have it. But I would never assume that turning them into APS was the best thing for their family, because one thing that they had a lot of was love. And it may not be the same way that we thought that someone should love. Some people view love as if you buy me things. Okay, they cared about each other. They will lie for each other till the day is long. We seen it. Okay, they will lie. They will protect each other at all cost. Okay, the Whitaker family will, in my opinion. In my opinion, I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm saying is they will stand up and beside each other. All right. Betty did the damnedest she could with what was given to her. She was keeping her word to her deceased parents that she would take care of the three until she died. And she was doing the best she could. All right. Some people view that being locked up in a nursing home is the most terrible thing you could ever do to a loved one. No matter what they have to go through on a daily basis, without a Hoya lift, without certain types of nursing coming in, it would be staying one day in a nursing home. And that's the way my family looked at my dad. My dad did not want to die in a nursing home. My dad died of lung cancer. We let him smoke his cigarettes. The damage was done. He was dying within the next 6 months with lung cancer. There was no cure for my dad. What did I do 12 hours before my dad died? Was help him fire up his last cigarette. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I'd do it again. Why? Because that was his dying wish. Him being in a nursing home, he wouldn't have got that last cigarette. Okay? Being in a nursing home, they wouldn't have allowed him to do that. All right? I allowed him to do that because he lived at home until his dying last breath. All right. And I made sure he got that damn last puff. Hell yeah. He's already dead, half dead. He gonna smoke the cigarette. Okay. I gotta leave in a few minutes. However, love being here with beautiful holler cunt hoochies. I'm telling you. It's the word of the week. I might even make me a t-shirt that says dirty cunt, hairy cunt. That's gonna be my new merch is gonna be hairy cunt. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If the shirt fits, wear it. I'm not saying Betty's home was perfect, but people got to realize Betty was 12 years old taking care of Lorraine, Ray, and Freddie at the time. Then Timmy come along and Betty down the bed. Yes, Hillbilly, that's me. Nursing homes are always short. They are OSHA mandated to get things done. Maybe neglect isn't a bad as abuse. I mean, right, Mary? Maybe neglect isn't as bad as an abuse. But for me, me and my family, we're going to take care of each other till the end of time. It may not be the best way that someone else may take care of one another, but that's our way. And we live in the United States of America. It should be our God-given right to stay as a family the way that we've always done. It should not. This stuff messed me out because I see my family, like my dad. What if they said that my dad couldn't stay home until his last day? Oh, my dad would have been crushed, right? Oh, I brought my dad home from the nursing home 2 months before he passed. I had just had seventh back surgery. A lot of us make sacrifices to take care of our family. And that's exactly what I did. Oh, girl, some nurse gave me grief. My dad was drinking soda. I told her if he wanted a dozen eggs and a pound of bacon, he'd get it because he was terminal. Exactly. Right? Exactly. I did the same with my husband, Lady K, right? Uno? I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It was no turning back from my dad. It wasn't, that cigarette was not going to put 2 more years on my daddy's life. I'll tell you that now. Thank you for being a member for 2 months, Bambi. We need nursing home reform in this country now. We are a wealthy country and we can afford to take care. I agree, Mimi. I agree. I agree. Beezer, have you ever considered the fact when settlements are offered with low enforcement has been bought into a judge has to approve it in court? Yeah, I don't know. I can tell you, that there's been no settlement. I can tell you that. We do make sacrifice, and that's what we do. Exactly. Can you imagine how hard it was for Betty with very limited resources taking care of 3 special needs adults? I couldn't imagine it, Hillbilly. If people wanted to help her, then they should have done with no strings attached. Absolutely. And my freaking thing is, why would you not remove them from an unsafe environment if Eric Carroll looked at it as an unsafe environment and put them in a place and had the community paid for them 6 months at an Airbnb until they got something newer to live in? That's my fucking question. Why didn't he do that? He wouldn't stayed his happy ass in a nice old Airbnb. I mean, it was top of the line. Okay. My dad was home in hospice care for a week before he died, but at least he was home. Yeah, that's where my dad wanted to be. He wanted to be at home. Oh my God, Mimi, that's terrible. Oh, that's horrible. Holy crap. My dad passed away from brain cancer. The doctor told him that he couldn't eat certain foods because he was diabetic. Well, he only had 6 months to live. I made sure he ate any damn thing he wanted. Tony, amen. My dad had lung cancer that metastasized into his brain. And my dad was also a diabetic. But as you probably know, towards the end, they couldn't even eat anything. But I was the same way. Dad, you want a candy bar? Dad, you want a 3 Musketeers? Dad, you want a cigarette? Let's eat it and smoke everything. Okay, because they gave my dad 6 months to live. That's it. My mother lived 11 years in senior citizen apartment till she was 8 years in a wheelchair. Lucky for me, it was 2 minutes from my place. That's good, Mary. Sorry I missed half your live, but I just waking back up. My iron is so low. Wise Angel, you take care of yourself, girlfriend. I'm glad you're here. I plan to. I just jumped in while I was taking a breather. Oh, we all take care of ours. Don't come near any one of us. Eric, Mary, I'm telling you, Eric Carroll, stay the hell up away from my family. Okay, stay the hell up away from my damn family because we take care of ours over here. Us cunts, yeah. Was that the man who murdered that old woman? Oh my gosh, Mimi, that's terrible. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine being in a nursing home? Oh man, that would be so freaking scary. My daughter has epilepsy and special needs with speech impairment, and no way could I ever imagine someone taking her away from me. Right, Hillbilly? Nope, we take care of our own over here. My mother-in-law last meal was greasy bacon, cheeseburger, and chocolate ice cream. That sounds really good. Yes. Okay. We didn't even know my late uncle had metastatic lung cancer until he's post. Wow. Yeah, my dad waited a super long time too. He had some signs and symptoms, but my dad, they went to the doctor. They just never looked into it. And then after it was caught, it was too late. Like it was already past the stage of getting any type of treatment for it. He did try. Okay, he did try, but it was already past. But I don't believe in splitting a family up, especially when they have lived together their whole life. I don't either. Voice concerns about safety and access to patients in the facility. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think that they should be split. I think here's the thing. Do they need some assistance? Yeah. Do they need a different type of home to live in? Yeah. Okay, but they have now no longer, they're split up. And let's think about this logically, guys. Betty is in her 70s. Do you think if you were a state person and it was your job to keep 3 people safe and out of harm's way, and every daily 24 hours a day there needs to be met, okay, would you think that it would be in their 3 best interests to return back to a home with Betty? Do you guys think that, with considering her age? Now that the state's involved, we got to play by the state's rules, and that's not fair. But isn't that what Eric Carroll? Yes, Mary, and they didn't fulfill it. What happened instead was that they were removed, and I don't know, in my opinion, I don't know if they're going to come back. I don't know. Because Betty is now there. Now Betty has to meet certain requirements. She would have to meet certain requirements, safety requirements, health requirements, all of the requirements. Okay. Valerie Mitchell, thank you for becoming a new member. And we'll play this for you, honey. We'll play this. This is my new thing for a while. I know it might be annoying, but just bear with it.
Bok bok bitch. Chickens are bitches. These are bitches, dude. Bok bok bitch. Oh. Oh. Bok bok bitch. These are bitches, dude. Chickens are bitches. Bok bok bitch. Bok bok bitch. Chickens are bitches.
Bok bok, bitch. Thank you for becoming a member. If I can find one that says bok bok cunt, I'm fucking doing it. Bok bok cunt. They already admitted Betty can't handle Ray. Larry had to do it, so no. I know it's sad, and I want, but I do believe they should have the right to visit their family. Right? They should have the right to visit their family. I'm the same age as Betty. There is no way I could take care of the 3. I do good to take it, right? I heard somewhere that Betty hasn't asked for visitation yet. Anyone know that? No, that's not true. She has. That's not true, Kim. She has. Maybe they can move them into a state house. My daughter worked in one. It wasn't so bad. At least they could be together, right? Betty isn't able to care for the three. I don't see the three returning, but with it being such a high profile situation, they are getting the best care the state can provide. Someone that's a plus, right? Since it is such a high profile case, maybe they are getting the best. I don't know. I've not got any type of inside information on that, but I would hope so, Tom. Visit, yes. I think that they have a right to visit. Even people in jail get a phone call. Okay, like hello. Yeah, I don't understand why they can't are allowed to visit. I know, I don't either. Children in custody, they try to keep them all together. Yeah, an ISL home. They shouldn't be able to stop visitation. They encourage it over here unless they can prove abuse has happened. But the thing is that there's no charges that been brought, like neglect or abuse charges have not been brought up against anyone in the home as of yet. Or if that would have been the case, then there wouldn't be such a dire need for an attorney for Betty. Because if you're an accused of a crime, then the judge will ask you if you can afford an attorney or does one need to be appointed to you. And she would say that one needs to be appointed to her because she doesn't have any money. But she hasn't committed a crime, therefore she doesn't have representation at this time. But that could change. The court may court, and we don't know everything with the court, you know. With the things that have happened, the higher ups have made it clear everything is to be done at the best of their ability. Things are not like they used to be back in the day. There are laws and restraints unnecessarily. It even affected crochet, not the crow and shay groups. What? The crow and shay groups? Crochet groups that make blankets for wheelchair users. Oh, wow, one way truth. She would have to take classes, yeah. Have they asked the three if they want visitation? If they have said no, then it's their choice. I don't know if they have or not. Oh, because it could be a restraint. Okay, that makes sense. Got you. I'm sorry, but I don't see the other three getting to come back to Betty's age. However, I do think Timmy should get to. I do too. Choose where he wants to live. I do too. I think Timmy is still young, 47. He should have a right, and he can wipe his own ass. Timmy can wipe his own ass and to take his own shower. I mean, he proved that shit with Eric fucking Carroll, right? He should absolutely have the right to choose where he wants to be. Lorraine would be devastated if Timmy. I get that too. I'm just assuming they are in the same facility. I don't know if they are or not, but you know, yeah, Lorraine would be devastated. I think, especially with her always being with her family all of her life, that would be hard. This is just a hard situation. Have they been to the court to ask the judge for visits? Kathy, I know I can tell you this. What I feel comfortable telling is that the courts are just now starting to court. I'll tell you that. Okay, Kathy, there are some things, like I said, I don't like to say it like this, but I do know some things, but I cannot say it because it will cause somebody else legal issues. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. The courts are just now starting to court with this situation. Okay. Heck, my neighbor makes shirts, might have her make me one that says, love my holler hoochies and hairy cunts, right? Well, we're calling the other people the hairy cunts, but they're going to say that we're cunts, so we're all just a bunch of cunts. I was calling them a hairy cunt. But I mean, they had the audacity to talk about people's penises, but by God, we can't talk about their vaginas and their cunts. Okay, Jesus, I hope it's high and tight and shaved. We don't like hairy cunts. We like them high and tight, right? Oh Lord. Court strike take up to it could. I think finding an attorney for Betty has been difficult because complete strangers on the internet are calling every attorney around. It's not helping at all. Yeah, There has been a hard time finding an attorney, even in the surrounding area and the other states that border that area. It's a mess. It really is. People have been trying, but the court has been petitioned, and that's all I am willing to say about that. If YouTubers have kept their noses out, none of this would have happened. Well, not to the extent it has. You know, I think that people they were dog whistled, Wise Angel, and multiple people have called. They were calling about the condition, and that's just unbelievable. It bothers me when people say how Ray must be being restrained if he is under doctor's signature orders. Even RX restraint is frowned upon now. Right, went away truth. I don't think that. I'm sorry. I don't think that he's there laying there comatose, tied down to a bed. They don't do stuff like that anymore. But, people are going to run with the story to make it. Here's what happens. Someone's told something, or they come up with a story. They add more to the story when they tell it to somebody else to make it more entertaining to tell. Okay. And then the other person adds a little bit more to the story to make it more entertaining to tell the other people. So by the time it gets around, it's so freaking far fetched. It's unbelievable. I tried to get a really good attorney for Betty. I have USA based attorney friend. Even he refused to get involved. I'm telling you, I know a lot of people that have tried, and they say no amount of money at this point. It's like, nope. I've tried to get a really good attorney. Yes, and it's not going to happen. Against the law to restrain anyone. He is probably sedated. Hope not too heavily. I don't know if sedation is a form of restraint now. I don't know if you guys know that, but even a medical induced is considered like that. Is if it's not allowed. You can't do that anymore. Now, it used to be you used to be able to do it, but not anymore. They're not allowed to restrain. Last I knew, right? And having someone on a that's a medical restraint. No attorney wants to touch this. Nope. Eric was a dog whistling like, yes, he was. Eric was dog whistling like crazy, in our opinion, right? In our opinion. I think it's up to the judge for visits. I don't think they will get visits until the court is involved. APS is probably going by a court order for no contact. I mean, that would seem realistic. That would I could see that. Tony, I really don't blame them. This is a no-win situation. They probably have him right by the nurse's station watching TV. He'll be like, but I could, yeah, and he's probably like, doing what Ray does. I don't know. They may have given Ray some medicine to help him relax and give him some meds for his pain. So who knows? Ray may be doing really good. That's right. Let's look at it. Ray may be doing well. We don't know. Timmy can't communicate, and I wish I were a fly on the wall to hear what he has told them about what's been going on in their household. Let me tell you who's the secret holder in that family, and that's Lorraine. Lorraine can speak when Lorraine wants to, and Lorraine feels safe. And I'm going to sit here and tell you right now, Lorraine is the family secret holder. She is the family storyteller. If she ever decides to speak, she holds everybody's story, in my opinion, and that is who I would like to hear from is Lorraine. I would like for Lorraine to tell her story of what she experienced growing up in odd West Virginia. I would like Lorraine to tell us what she has seen through the years and what she doesn't like and what she did like. She is a vault. Absolutely. Lorraine is the keeper, in my opinion. And I think Lorraine's voice should be heard. I think Lorraine has a right to share her opinion and what has been done to her and her family, and what her family has done to her and her family. I think people would be shooketh if Lorraine started to speak, and that's just my opinion. And I think old BJ would run like hell if Lorraine started to speak, I'm telling you, Lorraine is the person that has all of the answers to all of the questions that we would like to know of. And she could make her own family probably cringe when she starts speaking her truth. And I hope it happens. I'd stand right in front of Lorraine, right beside Lorraine, and right behind Lorraine if she ever spoke. Let me tell you that, honey. Lorraine needs to get with an author, and Lorraine needs to write herself a little book. Okay? Timmy needs to be living in an assisted living somewhere. He can't get a job. Learn to take a bus. I feel, yeah, Mary, I think he could. Yes, Lorraine is a survivor. I made a mistake one time, guys, whenever I was speaking about an unfortunate situation that happened with Lorraine, and I kind of skirted over it and didn't give it the respect that I should have. And I still, to this effing day, feel like a total asshole about it. I do. I'm like, man, I didn't treat it with the dignity it needed to be. And someone told me about it in an email, and I respect the hell out of that person for saying, you know what, I didn't like the way you kind of skirted over that and didn't make space for Lorraine. And I said, you know what, hey, you know me, I'm a motherfucker whenever I'm a motherfucker. And I said, Lord Jesus, help me. It was terrible. And I had to get back up here and say, you know what, Lorraine, I owe you an apology. I did not handle that with the dignity and care I should have. All right. And let me tell you, I won't let it happen again. I heard her ask Mark to come in. Me too. And that shit right there, I was like, yes, girl. I did too. And I love that little clip. Like, I love that clip. She's like, come on in. I love that little clip. Okay. I love that. Lorraine has a story to tell. That's for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I would love to hear her story. I'm not saying for it to be publicized and out here on social media, just to sit down and talk with Lorraine and just like have a cup of coffee with Lorraine on the front porch on a Sunday evening, like we're sitting around here right now with each other, and just chit chat with Lorraine and make it a habit. Go every Sunday. I'm going to talk to Lorraine, and keep that shit to her yourself. You know what I mean? But I would love to hear her story, and I wouldn't come out and say what she said. I would keep it close to my chest. Dignity, I wish so many others understood that is where it starts, right? Yeah. Jumped up. She did. She jumped up and opened that door for him and held it open, honey. That's why I think she liked Mark. But remember, Mark would say, Lorraine, that shirt looks so nice on you. You look beautiful. He would say stuff like that to Lorraine, and Lorraine appreciated it. Lorraine knows a good compliment, honey. Okay. I only imagine Ray is jonesing for right? Ray said, give me some freaking chewing tobacco. All right. But how can he express it though? Right? Yeah, I wouldn't do it publicly. No. If she wrote a book, I would be like one of the first person to buy it, but I would never, ever record or anything. I would just like to hear Lorraine's stories. AB, you know what I mean? Mary, yes, that's exactly what she did. Runaway truth, the people who have special needs, they tend to use Risperdal as a calmer in low dose. But yeah, I would love to sit down and just chit chat with Lorraine. And I'd go there. I'd go to Lorraine's house every Sunday, all right, and talk with Lorraine just to chill out. I really like Eric. He did wonders with Timmy, Lorraine, and we. Dogs rule. Well, I hope that welcome to the chat, Dogs Rules. Everyone be nice to Dogs Rules. They're expecting us to call them a dirty cunt too, but we're not. We're going to be like, welcome to the chat, Dogs Rule, and we appreciate you liking Eric. And if you think he did wonders with Timmy, Lorraine, and Ray, well, good on you. Stick around. You might learn a few things. Yes, Mark would always compliment Lorraine, and yes, she did. Lorraine is sweet. I love her. Yes, I think that she has seen a lot of things go on in her family. I think that when Lorraine starts to speak, people need to listen. if that ever comes, if it ever comes. At least I have a smile now after reminiscing. Me too, Mary. I did too. I makes me. It does make me smile. It makes me smile whenever I see Lorraine's tell Mark, "Come on in," and she holds that door open, and and she looks back to make sure, "Are you coming?" You know, that it was very, that makes me smile. Have you ever noticed BJ never refers to Lorraine as her aunt? It's Uncle Ray and Cousin Timmy, but it's just Lorraine. Shows no respect to me, right? I never really paid attention to that. Now that you pointed out, I'm going to pay more close attention. Um, because I never really noticed. I never really noticed that. I wonder why. Mary said she noticed Susan, and she also wonders why. I wonder why. Maybe her and Lorraine. Maybe Lorraine told her about herself before, when she was younger. I lost cause talking about BJ. I lost cause. Yeah, I know, lady. I know, lady love. I think that entire crew failed to realize how many people out here in the real world have or had our own family members who face similar challenges. And that is why we watched From Mark's Day. Yes, Runaway Truth. I, you're right. You're right. You're right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. When working in community care, I used to visit an elderly gentleman who used to go to rock and roll nights. He had special needs. I used to get him to put his records on while we cleaned the house. Oh, I think that people that are different, that have special needs, that they some people consider it a disability. I think that they all are special people, and they are smart, intelligent, caring, wonderful people. And if we would stop and spend some time with people that we may look at as different, we can learn a lot, my friends. You guys know that I get up here and chuck and jive a lot and stuff, but I do have a good heart. Unless someone crosses me, I only take it for so long, and then I'll bite back. You can only like corner somebody for so long until they decide to bite back. Well, right now it's my bite back time. I don't know when it'll go. And maybe for the next couple months. Anytime I hear someone say something, I'm biting their asses back. I'm going to call them the cunts. I'm going to call them all the things because I'm getting tired of it. All right. I'm getting tired of it. And I'm going to fight and stand up if I hear people call the Whitaker family the a freak show and white trash. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to call them dirty cunts too, because I don't think it's right. And that lady said what she said, and she meant what she said, or she wouldn't have said it. You'll never hear me calling them a freak show or a nothing like that. Okay. It's disgusting what that person said. And then to go over and lie about it, we'll run that clip on replay for the next 24 hours, lady. All right. It's disgusting. Yes, Lady, absolutely. My son is on the spectrum, and I learn so much from him daily. He's got many. Yes, there. People are different, and let me tell you, that's what makes humanity beautiful. Is because everybody. I'm different than L 1985. L 1985 is different from Kim. Everyone's different. All right. And we need to embrace each other instead of degrade each other like I've been degraded out here on this YouTube streets for the last month. My aunt is 77 and mentally challenged. I take care of her, but I'm actually thinking she's one who takes care of me. Aw. She cooks and used to drive, although she smashed every car she owned. Hey, I know some people that are not mentally challenged that smashed every car they own because they just didn't pay attention. She said said it like it was a problem, which tells me that that's how she refers to the three. Yes. Then she called Betty White trash. I have the whole hillbilly. That shit pissed me off. It pissed me off. She showed us how Eric's followers think. Sorry, we're not dad talk, bitches. That's why I like Eric. He actually took the time to pay attention to Timmy, Lorraine, and Ray. Do you agree? No, I don't agree. Dogs rule. He did pay attention to Timmy. Absolutely, he paid attention to Timmy. But he gave Lorraine bags of chips after she had a major heart attack a couple years ago. All right, instead of her buying something, would he take a bag of chips to his mother-in-law's house? Let me ask you this. Would he take a bags of potato chips to his mother-in-law's house every day? Or would he go by and buy a bouquet of flowers, a box of chocolates, a beautiful little gift for his mother-in-law? Or would he just take his mother-in-law bags of chips? You better treat somebody a little better around this motherfucker. All right? Come on, dogs rule. Would you take your mother-in-law bags of potato chips every day after they had a fucking heart attack? Or would you pick them up a bouquet of flowers and say, hey, I got you these beautiful. Okay, get out of here. But he only had $100. You better go pick some of them damn flowers in the woods. Okay? All right, don't get me started. I'm trying to be nice to that dog rule. But let me tell you, what would you give your motherfucking mother-in-law after they had a heart fucking attack? I think Eric went there with a plan, and it wasn't a good plan. That's why it backfired on him, right? Let me tell you what, guys. I may be in a better mood after I leave this fucking cold state of Illinois. That's why I'm bitchy. That's why I'm upset, because I'm fucking cold. All right, when I get back words form, I might be in a better mood, but don't hold your breath. Okay, don't hold your breath. It wasn't a good plan. That's why it wasn't a good plan. I would take my special needs sister to dances with me because she loved music. When she was walking, I would hold her with her walker and let her shake. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. He studied Mark's videos. That's how he knew about the chips. Oh. Just as cold in Buffalo, New York, every night we have a storm, right? And you're probably bitchy too, Mary. We're just bitches. Okay? We're cold. It's cold here too, right? It is. It's cold. I'm crabby. I'm used to vitamin D. Okay? Oh. All right, guys. We've been on here for 3 hours. You know that I don't always stick around for a long time. I'm only here for a good time. And to call everybody cunts. The word of the day is cunt. But I would like to say hello and thank you to the new members, Susan and Cash. Cash been around for a long time. Bambi, Valerie, thank you guys for becoming members over here. I always appreciate you guys. And hopefully I didn't bore you too long. And hopefully my language, when am I going home? It'll be in the next couple, I think by the weekend I should be home, by this next coming weekend. So we'll be back where it's warm. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around with me. And if I offended anyone with my language, well, not my damn problem. You're probably a cunt too if I offended you. All right, guys. Until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I will see you again on these YouTube streets. And you know what? Wash your hands after you pee. Your mother taught you better. Peace.
I'll never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it.
I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.